All right, January 22nd, the 22nd. And it's Ironfang. Yeah. I think Rogue's push to talk is broken. Is anyone else getting that impression?
It does seem to be worse today than normal. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay. Let me see if this keeps on working. If anything pops up, I'll try a different setup.
We'll yell at you whenever it's been quiet for too long.
Okay. Because I think, as far as I can tell, I'm seeing it pop up on my side that I am transmitting. So I'm not sure what could be going wrong.
When it lights up, I hear you. So when it's quiet, you're not lighting up on my end.
Okay. Let me. How can I make this really? Is there a different pop-up window I can do with just these microphone indicators? No, maybe not. Oh well. And this. Okay. All right. So last time on Ironfang Invasion, our heroes fought an immortal ooze and a vault keeper. Zigak of the Seventh Facet, long may his name be known. The immortal ooze had previously laid out a mind fog in this area, which was a result of all the will saves from entering in, but all of you guys were pretty much weren't affected by that, which is good. He's out of giving you a -10 on all will saves in the future. But you're able to stop that. And immediately fought against him. The Vault Keeper tried Flesh to Stone on Cassie, seeing her buffing everybody else, and nearly was able to turn her into a statue, but she was able to just barely hold off the effect. And then Wendell went a bit nuts and almost killed the immortal ooze in a single round with a lot of fire. And with Simon's help, throwing bombs. Another interesting thing, despite being an ooze, it has a touch AC of 32. But that didn't matter because Simon hit it anyway, which was fun. So yeah, and then the Icor summoned swarms of monsters to try to damage and distract the rest of you and poison you. That had a little bit more success, but not quite. And then Burl swooped in with the final blow, finishing it off once and for all, freeing Ziguk from the mind control of this dead god. And after the break, we all came back and to have a nice little chat about what was going on. 2 years ago, the Ironfang Legion attacked, and Azersi slew 3 of his brethren before he was able to escape, and have since been occupying the Onyx Citadel, the fort that they once held. And they've been kind of just hiding out here for 2 years. During one assault, the damage freed the Icor, which is how he got controlled. And since then, well, not much has been happening until recently. Quite recently, the planar energies of this area have been all out of whack, and he showed you a projection of a worst case scenario that within 24 hours, if the planar energies continue to build up within the Onyx Citadel, the entire vault could crack and be destroyed as the Citadel teleports itself out of the vault and back into orbit around Galarian, at which point it would crash into Nirmathos, destroying the entire country. That's not ideal. So he told you about 3 nexuses that are powering the Citadel currently. The Shard Nexus. Let me move you guys over here to the map. The Shard Nexus is here. The Molten Nexus is here. And the Flow Nexus is here. All 3 of these have been altered in order to empower the Citadel, and fixing them will double the time remaining that you have. However, there is some energy being pulled in by the Citadel itself, so until you assault the Onyx Citadel, you cannot fully prevent this from happening. However, you can buy yourselves a lot more time than you currently have, and disable some of the Citadel's defenses. They are using the planar energies not only to power the teleport, but to empower all of those within with extra defenses and such the like. Actually, he would probably be able to figure out what it's doing. I keep on forgetting that you have like this stupidly intelligent guy here. It basically would improve their defenses to energy and metal, as well as empowering their weapons with fire. And this Shard Nexus, he doesn't know how they're being guarded now, but before the Hobgoblins came, the Shard Nexus was guarded, this Shard Nexus at least. There are more Nexuses all around this entire vault, as Fel saw with her magic spell. But these 3 in particular are ones that have been altered. The Shard Nexus is guarded by a Zorn, and the Zorn are, let's see, where is there we go. This is a Zorn. They are weird gluttons who will take anything, but especially like raw ore and gemstones and crystals. And he suggested just bribing him with a 7th level pearl of power he had. The leader of the Zorns in the area, at least. The Molten Nexus is guarded by a magma dragon who has a bit of an ego. And he said, while it would be difficult to diplomatically solve it, he does think that you guys do have the silver tongue necessary to attempt it, especially with Cassie there. And then the Flow Nexus, which is guarded by a Zark Zoran, which is a humanoid beast that becomes a giant hill whenever it is resting. They are exceedingly dangerous. Normally they're lazy, but they can, if they are enraged, they are not people to mess around with.
So you said it's humanoid, like it'll stand up and like a giant?
Yes, I believe. Let's see. You actually succeeded on your knowledge check, right? Did I give you any useful information? I don't remember.
You kind of just it's more of a knowledge check for Burl to guess what it was. I don't think we got necessarily the most useful from it.
Okay. Let me give you a useful piece of information. One of its most devastating attacks is a burst of electricity in a 300-foot radius around itself.
Resist energy electricity. Got it.
Yeah. And yeah, they build up energy slowly over the course of years, and erupt it all in just sudden bursts of power.
So that guy seems to be the one that we would be fighting.
That is the most likely scenario. While they are intelligent, it's more like an animal, so that'd be difficult.
Yeah.
While you could try to be stealthy about it, the Nexus is on his back, so it would be difficult to fix the Nexus without him noticing it.
Now, here's one thing. Did Zigga kind of want us to like incapacitate it non-lethally to fix the Nexus? I don't think we necessarily specifically mentioned that, but it probably is something Burl would have asked given the overall course of the conversation. Especially if it's like the Nexus is on the thing's back, and probably you would want him guarding it again after all the Ironfang business is done.
I mean, is that even possible for something like that?
As a Xeomorn, we have dedicated our existence to life, and mine to guarding that life. In an ideal world, yes. However, seeing the entire vault destroyed is a far worse outcome.
I mean, we can definitely try for a non-lethal approach and use stronger measures as the fallback if everything goes to hell. I have no problem with that.
It is good to see at least some humanoids still having wisdom. And that has not passed to the goblins, it would seem. Or the Fae. He glares at. No. I can't.
Me want go boom, go bang.
Oh yeah, we also
Yeah, right.
we baked the remains of the immortal Icor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a good plan for it, thank you.
In an easy bake oven. Sting.
I can take that Fae off your hands. If he is proving too much trouble.
He's actually
He's-
very useful.
He's more helpful than not.
The road to hell.
We understand what you mean. But for now, he's more of a help than a hindrance.
Well, I think
And a food dude to boot. Sorry.
Well, I think I understand that turn of phrase, but I'm actually not entirely sure if Museumorns had created a road to hell.
Yeah, that is a really working Pathfinder, does it? I guess it'd be the road to evil plains. I don't know.
Road to the dead zone.
The road to Abyss was once paved with good intentions, but now it's just kind of glassed over after the
road is on
colony drift.
Kuthon.
Yeah, the road to the abyss was paved over with good intentions until somebody nuked it from orbit.
That's right.
Now it's just really glitching out a lot.
Now it's just paved over.
It used to be. Now it's just paved over. Yeah. Okay, I believe that is everything we dealt with.
Had the abyss and put up a parking lot. Doot, doot, doot.
Gosh.
All right, let's. I mean, we're rolling out today because we said we have like one good fight left in us if
We have one
necessary,
good fight.
and we hope to do this diplomatically. So off we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the faster we do it, the more time we'll have. And we're all healed up, right? We're all healed up. Anybody
Yep.
got
Yes.
healed up?
Let's see.
Still had one last thing to ask. Squinting Severnar, is that his name?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you'd spend some time asking him about his glasses.
And I do need some healing on my end.
Phil rummages through her lens crafting supplies and pulls out a mold, and she pulls out her sample of Cryon. So could you possibly use your whatever method you use to grow this piece of Cryon into the shape of this mold?
Let me know when to stop.
Oh, we're out of battle. You can just take the average. Remember?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 5. How many hit points do you need?
I'm
The-
down by 50.
The average is
Oh.
the average is 6,
Okay.
not 5. We round up because
6.
it's 4.5.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll I'm gonna hit you 8 times with my cure. With my basic cure wand, and that's 48 hit points. So you should be just under full.
Yep, I'm good. Thank you.
I'll say I think I could probably feed you a good berry too. So that'll give you like one more. I think.
Yeah, I think it's 1 hit point per berry.
Yeah, let me double check that because I do have the wand and we're in a natural area, so I can definitely use that to make some berries. We'll get to that. What the fuck? The search function on D20 is like fucking me over trying to find this damn spell. Weird. 2d4 berries and cures 1 point of damage when eaten. Maximum of 8 per 24 hours. So yeah, let me use my wand and we will do. We'll pass them around. So.
Great.
Well, never mind. Wendell has 2 hit points.
So something funny to note, each berry gives a full meal for a normal-sized creature.
Yep.
So as a small person, that's like eating 4 meals at once.
Oh gosh. Food, I'm full.
I imagine the that Family Guy thing when Peter Griffin ate the dehydrated meals and then drank the water and
Oh
just
gosh,
blowed
yes.
up. Everyone, leave the room.
I have to poop.
No.
Ow! Oh. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
Except being a tiny person, it'd be like little pellets.
Ironically, I still have all of my level 6 spells. I've just been using all my lower levels.
Let me see. I have 3 1s, 4 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, and 1 6. I do need to remember that I have that damn good berry wand.
Okay, so and Fel, are you good with us giving this pearl of power in exchange for services rendered? I think you said that you could maybe use this, but I don't know if we have anything more valuable than this.
I mean, Lord Zigak has provided that. I mean, I'm going to assume that this portion of the conversation is not happening in front of Lord Zigak.
No, we were already like in the main room. We were out of his presence
All right.
a while ago.
Well, I could really put a use to that, but if we've got no other option, then we should use it.
Yeah, I don't think we have any really good options other than this.
I mean, I do have the necklace of fireballs, and I've got some greater pearl, the some of the higher level pearls. I don't know if that would be beneficial or not, but I think I've got one of the, because I did a type 7. So I've got a couple of I've got one of the 10d6 and a couple 96s, so it's up to y'all.
Oh, the fireball? The little...
Yeah, necklace of fireballs.
Oh, I think they eat Do they eat like gems and other things like that?
Well, they'd be spherical. They're spherical beads.
Yeah, I mean that'll probably
So
work.
they like the mana infused things. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to give all of them up unless I have to.
Right.
But
I mean,
I
it's
don't mind giving up a couple of them.
That might work. I mean, it's
It's a good idea to keep on the back burner. Let's not even mention we have those, and I have a few
That's
runes
fine.
myself. Same thing. I don't want to give them away, but we can keep them in the back burner, and if we absolutely need them, we can bring them out then. Okay, off we go. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
So Severnar would be like, "Oh yes, I don't know why you'd really care about this metal, but it shouldn't be that difficult. It's a relatively common mineral around here."
Well, we've never seen it over in our plane. Well, until recently. So it's a bit of a mystery to us. And mysteries demand examination and experimentation.
Ah, quite so. I'm all good with letting the Xeomorns take care of that. For me, to be honest, nothing beats a good old-fashioned day of mine and rock for me. But I can tell you're built of different stuff, so good on you.
So is he able to do it?
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm not coming through.
no. We heard you. We heard you. It's just I think Taco wanted to know if it could be done like
Right.
now or if it's going to be later.
Um. Do. Well, it depends on how good you want it to be. I could do a rush job pretty quickly just by filing things down, but to make the best gogs, you gotta let them grow in.
So how long does that process take?
About a year.
Haha. Well, let's start off with a rush job and we'll see how that turns out.
All right, no problem. I can probably have it ready when you get back.
Sweet. Fel will leave the optical molds and turn to the party. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Riza kind of slides on over to Sebernar and says, like, "You said this metal is relatively common and not very valuable around these parts." It's like, yeah. Okay, just making sure. And she kind of slides on back and
We're
disappears.
like, oh, just
So
a ghost.
For a few seconds.
she came into existence for a moment.
Yeah.
Well, then we at least know what she looks like now.
Yeah, Cassie wants to remember that. Cassie will remember that.
Cassie will remember that. Okay. Okay, yeah, and Arcturus is staying behind here to just talk with Azia more and more and just keep an eye on this place. Since he considers it likely that this will be threatened by the hobgoblins shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. But
Yeah.
off we go.
So which nexus were we heading off to?
The shard one, I think, first, right? Because that one's closer.
Yep. Well, I mean, the Molten and the Shard one are about equidistance, but the Shard one's going to be easier to deal with.
Yep.
Yeah, we can possibly just get that one right away.
Okay. And so, what is the fly speed of Rook when he's carrying everyone?
Griff. He is. It's since he has the greater long strider. When he's carrying everyone, is 50 feet per round.
Okie dokie. 50 feet per round. So that means 1 hour he can do 5 miles or 10 if he's hustling. Okay. And it is about 30 miles over to the first place.
Okay, so we could do it in 3 hours or 6 hours. I think since we have the time and this one won't be too hard, let's not. Well, if we're going to rely on this one being diplomatic, and Griff will be able to maybe rest once we've secured it, I don't mind having him hustle here, but we'll
You can
just have.
You can hustle for an hour without issue, but if you do it for more than an hour, you'll get the fatigued condition.
Okay. Like I said, we're gonna rest up after we've secured this one, and maybe take the day if everyone's cool with that, and then we can proceed. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, wow.
Simon says that. What? Go ahead.
If you heal the non-lethal damage you take from hustling longer, you eliminate the fatigue. So
All right, never mind. Let's full speed ahead. Fuck it.
each extra hour doubles it, so it's 1 point, then 2, 4, 8, 16. But 3 hours of hustling is like 2 hits of a wand.
Yeah, no, fuck it. We entrust it to Griff. Let's go.
Yep. Okay.
I take it we're still going to be in hours per level range for our spells.
Yes.
Well, if he's hustling, that means we're going to get there in 3 hours.
Yeah. And so anything you cast out before the tower, that's hours per levels, is still good. Anything else is gone, though.
Okay, sweet. So my natural armor.
So the life bubble, magic investment, and I'm going to refresh the bark skin once we're closer, but yeah.
Yeah, freedom of movement on you.
Huh. That's interesting. The first 2 hours pass without issue. However, you might encounter something during the third hour. Because you rolled a top 100, I'm going to roll twice and take the one I like the most.
Fuck.
Oh, fun.
Huh.
I don't like any of this.
Okay, so we got 8 and 86. Behemoth.
We might need to fight on the ground, guys, because Simon don't have no more of those airwalks.
Okay, let me. What?
Everyone dies. Just done. Just you get blown up by a random
No chance,
shooting
just
star.
Meteorite
Just-
strikes Griff and kills
I
everyone.
want everyone to roll I want Griff to roll a will save. He fails. He is affected by hold animal. You all plummet from the sky.
Well, in that case, Kathy could do Featherfall on all of us. But
I have not looked at this guy before.
well, since you don't know what he can do, I guess we do the other one, right?
How about how high up do you think you'd be?
I mean, just above the treetops. We don't need to be soaring through the sky. Or how about whatever would give us the most direct route, given our objective? But we don't need to go higher than necessary.
Okay. All right. So,
I mean, it's never really been our policy to fly as high as possible unless there was a reason for it.
all right. let us go to another map. I cannot find an art for this.
What side are we on?
Are you dragging all our characters over, or are we bringing them in?
Bring them in.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna have to reload roll 20 because for some reason it's not letting me bring them in. There we go. Well, shit.
We can just fly away too.
Yep.
That is a perfectly realistic thing we can do as well.
Let's just see what happens.
Okay. So you are flying along, and then give me
Perception.
perception.
Since this is during the second hour, Burl should still have his freedom of movement from Cassie.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, I was thinking about, due to the natural 100, just giving this guy a surprise round to initiate the encounter, but it has a stealth score of -2, and it's you guys, so I'm gonna say no.
I mean, it's also a big ass thing, it looks like.
Yeah, just for fun. Okay.
Cassie's like, I see it.
Okay. Yeah, so this Thunder Behemoth, this enormous beast with rocky armor plates covering its bodies, with elaborate horns covering its head, it lets out a loud bellow in anger at crossing through its territory.
Knowledge planes? Knowledge nature?
Knowledge planes, yes.
Okay.
And roll for initiative.
Okay. Oh, wow, I did pretty good. 37.
All right, can you get the initiative tracker up? Well, I rolled really good this time.
Okay, so Burl knows what the fuck this thing is, I hope.
Yep. This is a Thunder Behemoth. They are little more than roving appetites, consuming everything in sight.
Okay, so Thunder Behemoth, I'm guessing, but I would know that it's electric somehow.
No, it's actually. Let's see. What was your total?
37.
Okay. So that is
Travis
enough
was 30.
for two useful pieces of information.
What does it use? Energy type damages.
No, it can shout, its roar can become a sonic blast. That is the only energy type of and yeah, its roar can become a sonic blast.
Can it do anything? Can it fly? Can it do a damn thing to us? Let's just ask that.
No, but it can throw rocks up to 300 feet away.
Okay, so
That can stun people that it hits.
okay, so we want to get close to the ground and take evasive action, and just we don't need to fight this thing. It's big. It's probably fucking slow. So, yeah, that's my goal.
Okay, well, Wendell gets to act first.
But Bro's just like, we don't need to fight this thing. Just everyone pump any kind of buffs you can into Griff, and let's have him get us out of here.
Okay, so I guess with that being the case, I'll listen and I'll just dig my hands into Griff's fur or feathers and hold on tight and hold my turn.
Right, Simon.
Yeah, Simon will say okay. And, yeah, he doesn't really have anything that, yeah, he's just gonna hold his turn and, hold on.
If you can do something as simple as haste Griff, it'll give him that much extra.
He does not have haste.
Okay. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, so we can go to Fel now.
Okay. Fel, it is your turn.
I don't think there's anything I have that can buff Griff right now. I think I already used the fortune on him for this day.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, in that case, I'll just go straight to Burl.
I'm going to pull out. So Griff's taken like 1 point of damage at this point from hustling.
Wait, why did Cassie get to 7? Oh. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought I saw her roll higher than that. Never mind.
So, but Griff has taken 1 point of damage and is probably fatigued at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine as soon as he was fatigued, you would have healed him. So just
Okay.
go ahead
so
and take off a
he's
charge.
normal.
Yeah, just go ahead and take off 1 charge off of your healing one and assume he's normal.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So at that point, what I will do is I want him to focus on getting away.
Yeah, can we assume there's like trees and crap around us?
Let's see. At this point, let's go back to the overworld map real fast. At this point, you would have been about here.
I see trees.
Yeah. So just doop-a-doop. Consider those crystal formations as the trees. They're crystal trees.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I know exactly what this thing is. I know that its roar can be particularly bad. I think the best thing I can do for the group as it stands is cast a communal resist sonic on everyone. And tell Griff to basically just get out as much as possible and move. Use cover to basically get behind some trees if possible. To use cover to avoid the any shots from this thing throwing boulders. But we are moving at full speed out of the area.
Okay.
Yep, that's my goal.
So you're still flying, but you're flying low to the ground to.
Yeah, we're gonna
Take-
we're gonna we're gonna
take cover.
fly. We're gonna fly. Like basically, the idea is we're moving. Probably if this thing's like in front of us, all of a sudden we'll be moving probably perpendicular to the path we were traveling to begin with, taking a detour out of its range before proceeding on our path.
Zigzags.
Okay. As you do that, seeing it can't directly target you with the thrown rocks easily due to cover and being kind of dumb, it is going to cast the earthquake spell, and the ground right below Griff splits open, pulling different parts of the terrain and smaller creatures into a fissure to never be seen again. But you're flying, so nothing happens.
Huh. Well, I mean,
Oh, it's having a tantrum.
keep moving.
And that's that.
Do you mean that's that? As in, we're done with this encounter?
Yeah, I mean, the only other the only other ranged ability he has, he probably tries to huck some rocks at you, but he misses. Because so yeah. Because Griff, let's see, Griff's actually he technically would have had a chance to roll a 20. Let's try that. You see, I'd have had one more round where you were in range. Nope. Okay, yeah. 33 doesn't hit. That's at point it would be, yeah, no, not even close.
You.
Okay, so yeah, he throws it again, rocks at you guys, but Griff dodges and weaves and evades all of them with ease.
Whew. Yeah, we don't want to get in the middle of that.
Yeah,
Rocks fall, nothing happens.
Yeah, his roar is pretty bad since it could stun all of you guys, but Griff got out of range before he could use that.
And the sonic, I guess the sonic resist wouldn't have actually helped since it sounds like the roar was a save or suck.
It would have been damage and stun, so it could have affected things.
So would it help with the damage, not with the stun?
Yeah, it might have been at the far range of his shout if he moved 30 feet, but you double moved 100 feet away, so yeah, I feel it makes more sense that he did what he did. Yeah, so yeah, you were able to successfully avoid that.
Whew.
And then you arrive shortly after about another hour's worth of travel, at the Shard Nexus. Crystals spark. Crystals spark within the cavern's walls, creating a kaleidoscope of colors that dance throughout the cavern. A collection of cave paintings depicts squat three-armed beasts polishing gemstones, which seem to float in the air. A circular dais in the quarry's center, some 30 feet across, supports a standing circle of stones and glittering crystals. How do you proceed as you enter into the cavern?
I mean, we're here diplomatically, so I guess we would
Yeah.
announce our presence.
Yeah, I will give communal tongues to everybody.
I guess since I know Terran, I'll call out in Terran to them.
Okay. What do you say?
I say, let me guess. I know what these guys are, so I would probably try to give them a greeting that's appropriate to them. But I would pretty much just say, "Greetings. We are travelers here to speak with your leader." And sorry, I forget his name, but I would just call that out. Where might we find him?
Okay. 1 second.
Was it Crag Crusher?
Yes.
And he's leader of the Zorns. Is that correct? Or Xenomorphs?
Zorns, yeah. The Xenomorph
Zorns.
are the Vault Keepers that built this place. The Zorns are just native inhabitants.
Okay.
Okay. As soon as you do that, Fel probably noticed this ahead of time, but several pop out of the walls and kind of go around you guys.
I don't think all of them are the chief.
Trust.
They could be. Do they have a democracy here?
Trespassers are not allowed here. Please leave.
We come out of honest concern, and we wish to treat with your leader.
We were instructed to come here by Zigik of the Seventh Facet. Long may his name be remembered.
Carl, we didn't scare them off. What do we do now? I don't know. Just get Craig over here. Craig.
You are doing very well at your jobs, by the way. You're excellent guards to this opening here.
Oh, thank you. I mean, that's right. So don't.
Yes, you should be proud. She's totally trying to butter them up, like being, helping their ego.
Yeah. It is very, very clearly working. Says, that's right. We have been guarding this place for 2 years in exchange for all kinds of nothing. The guy kind of next to him elbows him.
And you know what good responsible guards would do is if there was a friend of your leader which introduced us, I think that he would want to know about us, and I think that you would be doing your due diligence to notify him of us. I think that would be a wonderful thing for you to do.
I don't know. It'd be easier if you guys just leave. But I guess we can. He dives into the rocks. And a little bit later, Crag Crusher pops out. Hello! You're not welcome here. Please leave.
Alright, I'm going to just get to the point here. So, are you guys on the payroll of the Ironfang Legion at the moment?
Diplomacy check.
Hang on. I'm trying to remember my exact. I'm looking up 26. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
Cassie will stand beside him and say, yes, we've come a long way, and that is very important. The first question that we need to know about. And we would be very thankful for your cooperation. Adding a +2 to make that a 41.
Okay. And do you still have that thing that lets you change attitudes 3 times instead of 2 times?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So says, yeah, we are. What of it? We get some nice stuff out of the deal.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Ironfang is currently channeling the power of your Nexus in order to overload the Onyx Citadel and crash it into Nirmathos, completely destroying this area. You've effectively been cut out by them, and we're here to negotiate a new deal with you so that we can fix the Nexus and stop that from happening.
Well, now that's not nice.
It's not nice at all.
Did that fancy arrangement of rocks and crystals is that important?
Yes. If we don't fix that, this entire area could end up being destroyed.
Yeah, pretty soon there'll be no rocks and crystals for anyone.
And you all are so very nice. I would not want to see that happening.
Hmm.
By the way, I'm going to take
Hmm.
another hit off of my wand for having healed Griff.
Yep. Well, we're getting paid in quite a lot of things with our deal. I'd need to get something of equal value to really look the other way. I mean,
Well, of course, we need to prove our value. Of course. We wouldn't even come here without thinking to do something like that. And we do have, we might have something of extreme value, something that you can't find anywhere. In fact, I've never seen one of this kind here or on the material plane. It's quite magnificent, and I think it's only befitting someone of your stature.
let me see it. Let me see it.
She will hold, not give. As soon as I assume, well, she will grab it for.
I mean, were we going to try the fireball beads first?
Oh, right. We didn't really talk about that.
We had 3 hours to discuss it on the way, and Wendell did say that it was an option. So you can
Okay.
lead with the fireball beads, and if
I mean,
needed,
as long as Wendell is fine with giving them
That's
up.
fine. I'm good with giving up the higher end of one of them. Yes.
What type is the fireballs?
It's type 6 or 7,
Type 7.
and I haven't used any of. Yeah, I haven't used any of them yet. So I've got the couple of the 3s,
1, 2, 3, 4.
3s, 5s, 7s, 9s, and 110.
Okay.
Okay, so which ones are you willing to give up? So I know what
I mean, let's start with just the 10. But if I have to give up one or two of the a 9 and a 3, I'm fine with that. But let's just start leading with the 10.
Do you show the whole necklace or just the?
I mean,
Oh, no, I just
it sounds
pulled
like
these
we're
3
bringing
off
them out one
before.
by one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So he casts detect magic, spends a moment, says, this is from a necklace, isn't it? How many do you have left on the thing?
I've only got like 1 or 2 more left on there.
Hmm.
And I do need some still to be able to use, in what I do.
Roll bluff.
It's good for. Oh, nice.
There you go.
Ha! You rolled a natural 19, huh? Every time I think I get to show something off. Yeah, okay, well, sure, whatever. No, that's a shame. I'm afraid I need about, hold on. These are just a minor appetizer. I need about 20 of these things for a full meal.
Oh, I suppose this would be quite spicy food for you then.
Yes, I could do enjoy a good spark.
Okay.
Not many creatures can enjoy the full flavors of the necklace of fireballs without having their taste buds incinerated. It is a unique pleasure that only fire dragons share.
Do we know if this is their actual leader now, or Crag?
Yep. This is clearly your leader. he has the others don't really have much on them, but this guy has some. This guy does have at least a headband that's highly magical and some basic supplies.
All right. Sort of talk with the group, and I will use the item that does a silent table. Says I have maybe I do have some gems actually that they might enjoy. Probably not near enough that what this you might need to give away if we don't want to give away that one thing item. We might have to give away the entire. Well, I mean, we can't give away the entire necklace now because you said there was only one more.
You left,
Or-
yes.
Or two.
I said a
two left.
few.
A few left. Okay, so what we take 2 more or 3 more and give it to him, but he still wants more. He'll still want more.
I don't really have much. I have some diamond dust.
The only thing I can contribute is I have a heat stone, but that's more alchemical than magical. But it might.
I can turn. I do have the capabilities of turning other magical items into gems myself, although they are not going to be quite as valuable as things like this little bit.
Okay, you know that +3 that bow I gave you. Are you gonna
Yeah.
Are you gonna need it?
If that helps, if that's what is needed to pass this negotiation, go ahead and use it.
Because I'm not gonna. I can't really use that very well.
I do have that longbow that I picked up that's going to be like the replacement later on. So
I can give this up if it'll help. Yeah, as long as you're not gonna need it.
I mean, need is like a strong word. We don't know, but go ahead and use it.
Okay, yeah, she will take back her +3, +3 adaptive short bow, and 2 more of the gems that he said that he had. So like what 2?
Yeah, Wendell, you go ahead and pick 2 more.
Yeah, what 2 more do you want to
Okay.
get rid of?
I'll let a 9 and then a 3 go.
Okay.
We also have a just a +2 kukri that we could pass up. We got 2 of those. Burl's using one of them, but we haven't done anything with the other.
Okay, so give those. Yeah, I mean that's a good amount right there too.
Okay. So a +2 kukri.
And a +3 adaptive short bow, and those 2 more gems.
It's adaptive is a 1K enchantment, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then a 4,000, and then a +2 kukri.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny how that worked. Okay.
Is that just enough, or
It's just half. This is more like it. Let's say double it and we're good.
okay? All right. Give me a moment to look through what I have to offer. I have some things on hand. Burl's like,
force.
I just realized I could try feeding him the cursed longsword. It's a +3 weapon.
Oh, you should.
Sure.
I'm going to be honest about it. It's like I have a sword that's of considerable power, but it has a tendency to get stuck to whoever's using it, so I don't really bring it out often. Would that be something that you would feel comfortable handling?
Oh, a curse. I've made a few cursed items in my time. I always like seeing a new one.
All right,
It
if
probably is
you're,
like extra spice, extra
I was like,
flavoring.
if you're fine with it, I will gladly contribute it to our negotiations here, and I'll just pull out. I will like let it dump out, like so I'm not touching it. The Sun Silver Longsword +3.
Oh, so eating cursed objects doesn't give you constipation?
Oh, I would not be eating this one. I'd be studying it.
Then to let you know the full extent of the curse, just for your fun, it tends to get stuck to whoever's holding it, but it also compels them to tell the truth to the point that you can't even remain silent if if you don't have a strong enough will.
Hmm. He pauses. If I could recreate this and imbue it in lesser expensive items, that could have quite the flavor. And we could even kind of pauses looking at one of them and says, "Sir, why are you staring at me that way? I'm always honest with you. Stop staring at me." He dives away. That is quite enough.
So he's happy with that sword being added to the mix.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. All right, then I was kind of wondering what I would be able to do to get rid of that thing.
So, but of course, these are just gifts among friends. The Nexus is too important to just let anyone go look at. But I must take a moment to examine these items. Let us go over here and talk. You can do whatever. Don't you dare touch that thing now. And he kind of waves everybody off and they kind of dive away. And he goes away from the Nexus with Burl or whoever wants to talk to him more.
I guess it'd be Burl and Cassie, since we're
Yeah.
the diplomatic
That's
pair.
cool.
Hey, I'm diplomatic. I'm just ornery sometimes.
Simon would like to do sense motive as if he's trying to separate us from the rest.
Okay.
Eh, 28.
Do he seems to just be trying to save face a bit.
That's
And
kind of the impression I was getting, that he's trying to act all dignified, but he's
Right.
kind of wanting the stuff we're offering.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So he goes over to the side with the items, leaving Simon free to work on the Nexus.
Yeah, okay. We'll
In-
begin working on the Nexus.
I must say, I'm a bit surprised to hear this doomsday tale you're telling. Are you sure it's accurate? Because they've been, well, reasonably fair with us. I know the Pecks are angry about killing their so-called gods, but we haven't had any issues with them.
The information came from Zigak himself. We have no reason to doubt it. And in our experience, the hobgoblins have been much more cutthroat if they don't have something to gain from you working with them. I can only say that it was probably your own strength and prowess that compelled them to try to settle things amicably to begin with, rather than just routing you.
And they have a history of gaining allies, making use of them, and then wiping them out if they didn't suit their purposes.
Yeah,
And that's what they're doing to you right now.
we have a contingent of trolls and minotaurs back in Nirmathos who could attest to that.
Well, unless they suddenly learn how to live underground, they aren't any real threat to us. We can always just move away. So perhaps that's why they have been kinder, but you're getting your information from the Ziamorn? Really?
Well,
As a as a
They don't have just one stick up their ass. They have at least 3.
He had all the sticks up his ass. Don't you worry about
I-
that. We absolutely got that.
as a druid, I can respect what they've made here, but I will not argue that he is a very prideful individual. I'm saying as diplomatically as possible.
Yeah, Cassie is like full on agreeing with him. I was like, yeah, but he still had a lot of very useful information. Clearly, a very intelligent people. Like
Yes.
if they're intelligent, they like they want you to know that they are intelligent, and so they lord it over you, and it's just not very fun. But and I'm you are such a much better person, but he is definitely he does know a lot. He is very knowledgeable about the area, and if you could take that into consideration, you can get a lot of information from him. But I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from.
He chewed out Cassie a bunch for being Cassie.
Yeah. I share a connection with nature much myself. And that is where my concerns lie. The keepers maintain the nature that they've built, but so they're not the worst, but the builders have me truly concerned. They're the ones who create all this life, but I have never figured out why. And they've and who's to say they haven't altered this life to their own whims? Anytime there's something weird in a creature that I haven't seen before, I have to wonder, why did the Vault Builders make them this way? They're not just creating life, but controlling it with how they make it.
How so? I haven't seen anything particularly abnormal myself yet, aside from resources that aren't typically available on the material plane.
Let me give an example. You know, our love of magic and gems are well known. Have you ever wondered why?
Are you saying that they created you that way?
I believe that is very likely, yes.
I just figured if you lived underneath the earth, that it was natural for you to eat or desire
I was
gems as food.
to be honest, the thought never did occur to us. Typically, we've always, from the material plane, any encounters with the denizens of the earth plane, they always were drawn to, and I could only assume that that was natural adaptability. You're saying that it seems to be otherwise?
It's just a theory. It's impossible to say for sure. They keep all the secrets to themselves and they guard it zealously. But it does make us rather perfect for helping out their research into crystals in this area. Just like the Pecks just happen to be the perfect servants.
So it's not.
So
Is it possible that they just brought the most appropriate help with them when they created it, or or would it be more likely that they created the help they needed?
or are you saying they altered your desire for gems and things to act something like a drug, maybe to enslave your passions, perhaps?
Uh, there's. I wouldn't necessarily go that far. I have seen. I've heard tales of stories like that, none happening here, but I do know the builders create life. Everything that is living here is from their own creation. It is not there. There is obviously plenty of travel, like you said, but most of it is ones they created as they own saw fit. and everything built here is a result of that. Most gods on the material plane I'm aware of discover certain ideals, but the Zeomorn gods have created everything themselves, which is a much greater step further in power and arrogance than anything I've heard tale of from the mortal gods. They don't tend to create to just help enable their own ideals.
Perhaps these gods are still, I don't know, not.
I'll
more
say
trustful?
this.
I don't know.
I will say this. My respect for what they create is from a position of seeing what they've accomplished, but I've never thought of the Zeomorn themselves as gods. That was definitely a bit of a oddity to myself, but I just attributed it to being, immortal beings that have lived long enough to have maybe begun to think that way.
Yes, well, that is true enough. This is a bit overly philosophical for you, I presume. It is curious seeing the perspective of someone not native to here. Having grown up here, does not seem new or fantastical to me at all. So,
Well, I'll explain this from our perspective in terms of just the Ironfang itself. Then, even if there was an issue with the Zeomorn, the Ironfang Legion pose a threat to many people on the material plane using this place as their stronghold, and we have to deal with them one way or the other. I don't know what to say past that other than I think it's likely after the offensive we launched that pushed them back to this place that they would retaliate the way Ziguk of the Seventh Facet, long may his name be remembered, described it to us. It's definitely something I could see them doing out of spite at this point.
are they truly that desperate?
Well, to explain it this way, we recently pushed back their offensive across an entire nation to the point that this is their final stronghold. And yes, I do believe that they are that like that. They are like that. In my travels, I have met many who would die just to spite their enemies. I've seen it numerous times, and I'm thinking of all the times we've been backstabbed during negotiations, the ones that killed themselves just to blow up the the cranial bombs, and all of the prisoners, shit like that.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, let's take a break.
Oh, it is
Sorry,
8 o'clock.
Sorry, I have to go.
This is kind of crusty. Like, it doesn't actually change anything math-wise, but kind of do have to redox.
Someone hot miking?
I do kind of like.
Huh. I wonder if my key that I'm using is just stuck. I don't know, it seems fine. I might just need to change to a different key.
I'm back.
All right, I guess we're ready to go.
Yeah, right about half an hour.
That was 45 minutes.
Well, no, because we started at like 8:10.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
close to 30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. That was more like 35. Okay.
Yeah, I believe we had just wrapped up talking about how much of assholes the Ironfang Legion are.
And Ziguk, to an extent.
But I also gave him a compliment of his intelligence. So, but yes, that he is.
Let us continue.
Are you saying anything, Rogue?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear. We didn't hear anything.
Hold on. Let me change.
It's like giant pause, and it's like I think he's probably saying something.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that won't work. Can you hear me fine now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do this for now and figure something else out later. What
Yep.
buttons do you guys use for push to talk?
I use my left shift.
Yeah, my right shift.
Okay. The thing sometimes when I'm holding shift or something when I'm moving stuff around on the map, it can do different things.
A convenient. I would say if you're having a lot of trouble, find one of the function keys, and then you could map it. Well, that's
How about your opposite slash? You know how you have the regular slash? Have the other way slash.
make it the caps lock key.
Caps lock is what I was using, but that it seems to be getting stuck. I noticed that a couple buttons on my keyboard have started to get stuck. I need to clean it out or something.
I've been using
Yeah, I don't know what to tell
number
you.
pad 5 with them lock off.
I would say another option, yeah, would be something on your number pad with num lock off.
Right. I think I'll use left alt for now and see how that goes. Maybe use left shift otherwise. Okay, so anyway, he's saying so I can if they do destroy this place for going desperate, I can blame you for making them that way.
You know, if you want to go that route, sure, blame us.
I mean, as long as you fix it up, it's none of my concern. Sorry for waxing philosophic on the Xeomorphs. We have strong opinions of them. Even if they did enslave us, they made us enjoy doing it, so we're not aware of it. So it's really 6 of 1 to me. They created life, and that's enough for me. It's just I hate how they cared more about the information and results of that than the life itself. You know?
Oh, by the way, does my brother need to make any kind of check while he's doing this to fix it up?
To fix what?
The hub. I assume that since he's not under duress and can take his time, that it's probably fine. Since we have instructions.
Right. What happens if what's his total result if he takes 10?
What is it of?
Disable device.
Okay, like I thought. Okay, disable device, including.
You cut out after saying including.
Yeah, sorry, including the bestow insight, which Cassie gave him. He will have a plus 31.
Okay. Yes, he is able to successfully do it without issue. The shard nexus is unattuned after 3 hours of travel, or 3 plus. I'd say maybe 3.5 hours given everything that happened, leaving you about just over 40 hours remaining now.
Yay.
Okay, now we can take a rest, maybe, or do you want to do the? You want to do the dragon?
Let's be rested before we deal with the dragon. I think we can use the rest of today to travel to near the dragon if you want to do that. Definitely not on the dragon's doorstep, but maybe an hour away or so.
Okay.
Anyone else object?
I'm good with that.
Well, if that's what you want to do. I guess doing what we did here gave us how much time?
We have
40 hours.
about 40, just over 40 hours now.
And if it takes 10 hours to do what we want to do, other including resting, and that's best, that's best possible outcome, then we have 60 hours after that. Then we can move on to the next one.
Yep. I'd say let's head out.
Okay.
I'll just say thank you for your time, Mr. Cragg. I will take what you've said under consideration.
Thank you for your treasures.
We got to keep
You're welcome.
we got to keep that pearl of power.
I'll be taking that.
Good day, Crag Crusher, as we saunter off into the sunset.
Good day. So, it looks like we did an excellent job guarding this place, right, guys?
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Here, have a crystal. Yay! Okie dokie. Back to the overworld map.
Getting rid of my bow. Let's take that off my character sheet.
Yeah, I've replaced it on my character sheet with one of the longbows. The only disadvantage of the longbow is that I can't use it while mounted, sadly.
So
Okay.
there's just the Molten Nexus and the Flow Nexus, right?
Yeah, the traveling from the molten to the flow is going to be odd because we'll have to go around the lake. But
Yep. Okay, so it's about 3.5 hours travel.
I would say let's travel 2.5 to and then once we find a good place to rest, that's where we'll set up for a long rest.
Okay, you'll need to use 3 charges on your wand to keep Griff from being fatigued.
And Cass will use her smaller wand, the basic wand.
I mean, could I just maybe feed him good berries?
The damage doubles each time, so it's going to be 4 damage and then 6 damage for the next 2 hours.
Okay.
And then 8. Sorry, I can do math.
Okay, so for the first 2, the regular ones
I've
would be
still
enough
got
for
a
it.
So you could do good berries for the first 2 and then charges for the next ones or something.
Okay. I mean, well, yeah. Let me make some good berries. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say the trip here you use the good berries and then you use 3 charges on the way out.
Okay.
So just one
I
more.
do have a couple of cure
So just
lights
one more,
there.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, so just one more.
All right, I'll take it off.
Yeah. Once they get there, Cassie will use the Rod of Mansion.
Nice. You have dozens of invisible servants tending to your every whim.
Cassie gets a pedicure, a manicure, a hairdo. Simon will also partake of it while he's there as well.
You encounter another thunder behemoth.
We do not.
Yes, you do.
Do we? Okay.
Can we use the same strategy as before?
Let's do a quick initiative check to see how easily that goes.
All right. I rolled a 15, so as long as he doesn't roll like amazing, I can definitely. Well, fuck you.
It's -2, and you have a higher dex, so you still do go before him.
Oh shoot! I thought Wendell's roll was the beam. Gosh.
Okay, so same thing.
You're welcome.
There's another one that's
This guy.
There's another one that yells at you, and you just.
Wait, is it the same one? Is it the same one?
No, it's a different one. It's a different one.
These guys are everywhere.
Why do they have these things?
Okay, he's going to throw throw rock. It's going to do the same thing. Earthquake, it fails, and then throw 4 rocks at Griff. To well, actually, hold on. You would double move away, and he can move 30 feet and has a 60-foot range with his shout. So yeah, I guess earthquake and then more stones.
Thank goodness for greater long strider. Am I right, guys?
That's still not enough. He needs a natural 20 to hit.
Phew!
His ranged abilities are a lot less worse than his melee ones.
These guys won't give up. Where are they coming from?
Yeah, so another earthquake tearing up the fields more, and you just fly over it. Rocks just smashing into the land as you dip and dive and avoid it. And it just lets out another roar, and you go away. Fun fact, because it has 5 stomachs, it can swallow 5 different people whole.
Oh, goodness.
And its touch AC is 0.
Thanks for giving us free info about this thing.
I'm...
It's like it's like you just want to go.
You had no idea. The idea that this guy has a low touch AC is such vital info that you could never have figured out on your own.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's just like a slime.
Yeah. Okay, so you do that, and you are able to take a rest inside the magnificent mansion constructed by Thoradin.
Awesome. Let's refresh these spells now, shall we?
Fel will actually take considerable time just outside the entrance to the mansion to sort of map out the not stars in the not sky.
Yeah.
Or telescope out.
Yeah. Something interesting that I think makes this connection better than I originally realized. In the material plane, the sun is actually connected to the positive energy plane in the plane of fire.
Huh.
So it might not be as different from the night sky as you think. And if our sun is, all the other ones probably are too. So in this case, it's still very different in scale, but it's a remarkably similar idea. Seeing a connection to another plane come through and how those connections link to each other. Because that's why the sun fire is often destructive, but the sun gives life to planets and such because it's connected to the positive energy plane.
And that's why the undead hate it.
Yep. That's why sun powers often give antithetical stuff to undead, and why light is often an undead's weakness.
Neat.
There's also I'm assuming that's something that Fel would have known with all her research and focus on that. Something she doesn't know is that there's a wizard who built his house there because he was done with all the politics on Golarion.
On the sun?
Yes.
Is his name Christopher Walken? Because he might as well be walking on the sun. Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Whoa.
I am walking on sunshine.
And I feel good.
Oh, is that you have the regular comma, the Oxford comma, the Walken comma, and then the Shatner comma?
Yep, all the commas.
So 40 hours, you take 2.5 hours of travel. So it's 38. And then 9 hours of rest.
It's 8 hours as far as I know.
Well, yeah, but spellcasters spend an hour preparing.
That's right. Yeah,
I
you're
guess
right.
you guys are all spontaneous, but no, Simon would need an hour.
We still
Simon,
have
yes.
to. Yeah, we still have to. Even I still have to take time to do stuff.
Yeah.
Hang on. So during the night, Simon will be, since he only needs to rest for 2 hours because of his ring, he will be making alchemical items during that time.
Okay.
Fel is a prepared caster that has one slot spontaneous for each level.
Ah, right. Okay. So yeah, that is at least 9 hours then. Maybe a little bit more for Fel, but I assume you're kind of rushing a bit. So that's, I'll just say 9 hours, so 29 hours after the rest. And then 1 hour's of travel over to the final location. The location of the Molten Nexus, not the final one. Okay. And everything goes smoothly. And you know the location of the cave. And you enter into the dragon's lair. You,
Now,
Save Princess Daphne from a bubble.
do we know what I? You said it was a magma dragon, so like a type of red dragon, I guess.
they're similar, but they're still unique.
All right. I'm gonna say that Simon prepared protection from energy fire. We probably like have it on us as we go in there because even if it's not from the dragon, it's
Yeah,
entirely
even if we're not fighting, it's probably a little hot in there.
probably hot.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I mean, let's just talk about the regular loadout. Life bubble on everyone, bark skin on me and Griff. I'll put a freedom of movement on me and Griff. Vandric vestment split between me and Griff. I think that's. I'll figure it out. I have my usual hour and whatnot per etc. loadout.
Good to go through that one more time?
Hang on a moment. I'm gonna have heightened awareness on myself. I will have bark skin split between me and Griff. I'm guessing Simon's doing the resist fire, so I'll put
on
life
all of us.
bubble on everyone. I'll have greater magic fang on Griff. Freedom of movement on me and Griff. And I think that's all I need to provide right now.
Okay. And Simon you said protection from energy?
No, resist fire.
Resist energy. Okay.
Unfortunately, he does not have protection from fire. Just resist fire.
Well, protection would
30.
kind of burn out real quick just being in there.
Right, but it is kind of nice not to get hit by anything at all for a little bit. But yeah, resist fire.
It does, like, maybe if they do 100 damage at once, it protects you from all of that instead of only cutting 30 off.
Or wouldn't it just like tick off every second we're in there from the heat?
It's only for damage specifically.
Extreme heat does non-lethal damage, not fire damage. So I'd say probably not.
Oh, okay. Neat.
He doesn't have it anyway. All right.
Endure elements would help.
I do not have that. We have life bubble though.
Fel.
That's a level 1, so I should have no problem preparing that.
For communal.
Okay, I'm going to. Shamans have an issue where they'll give you the base version, but not the communal version for no reason. So I'll say you do have the communal version. It's really dumb. Their spell list is kind of terrible. So just
weird.
A level 2 then.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's like that with like the resist energy spells too. I don't get it.
So some weird balancing was done and they fucked it up. Got it.
Basically, yeah. And so I'll just get to give it to you.
All right, level 2 slot expended.
Okay. And so that'll be enough for this entire encounter. and thankfully this is technically over between -50 and 140. Extreme heat is actually over 140, which this is. So it doesn't completely make you immune to it, but it does significantly increase your resistance.
And I was going to say, wouldn't Life Bubble help?
Oh yeah, Life Bubble would make you completely immune, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because this is like a constant air conditioner, right?
It's specifically against environmental protections.
Yeah, and it's a level 5 spell, so that makes sense why it
Here
would
we go.
be.
It says it protects you from extremes of temperature per endure elements. So it wouldn't actually completely protect you either.
Well, it's on there, and we all have that, so Fel doesn't have to waste a slot.
Basically, every 5 minutes.
We'll have resist fire on, but you said that doesn't necessarily.
Hold up. Okay, I missed something. It is still okay. It is. There's non-lethal. There's also fire damage. You're right. I missed that. It's non-lethal damage, but there's also fire damage every minute.
Okay.
So yeah,
the communal resist will help.
The communal resist will help, and if you do have protection up, it would tick down, like you said, because protection is done before resistance.
Okay, well, we learned something.
Sorry, I missed that.
The more you know.
Yeah, so you'll need to be making fortitude saves every 5 minutes to avoid some non-lethal damage.
Is this just like it's environmental? We can't buff up with the alchemical stuff?
Yeah, I'll say the Endure Elements gives you a +4 bonus on that. Or the Life Bubble gives you a +4 bonus on those checks. It'll increase slowly every time you make it, though.
Okay. Oh, shit. I'm trying to think if I have anything that would... Oh, I know! I could put Fickle Winds on everyone as an air conditioner.
That's a round per level.
I know.
Don't do that.
It was a
Don't do
joke.
that.
That'd be funny, though.
I do have Tidal Surge, so if anyone is getting really, really overheated, I can just splash them. Knock them down, too, but splash.
Okay.
I could use Shadow Conjuration, some sort of ice thing, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I think that's everything. Yeah, anything else that I could possibly have is just kind of like in battle, so I'm not going to bother.
Okay. So as you approach the Tempered Peaks volcanic mountains, you go to where you were instructed by Zigoth to enter. As you get closer, you see lots of different fire planar creatures, different than the different earth planar creatures you've been seeing up until this point. Some magma elementals, Azers, Thakwas, just different creatures, mostly creatures connected to magma in some way. The Thak was actually connected to the elemental plane of earth and fire, which is why you see them here.
Real quick, let's do a thing here. Like back in our magic mansion, we would have. It's a real quick thing. Okay, so ideas. How would we convince a magma dragon to let us work on his what's it called?
The Nexus.
The molten nexus there. Does anybody have any ideas besides just
we have
nice and appeals with vanity?
We have a lot of magic weapons and items from our during the fighting in Long Shadow. Like we have stuff we haven't been able to sell off yet. We could donate it to the pile, stuff like that.
So donate to its hoard
Yeah.
feel to its.
We have the masterwork huge items that are of no use to us that would certainly be impressive items to put into the horde. The fucking masterwork composite longbow with a plus 14 strength rating.
Yeah.
Like literally nothing we can do with that. We might as well.
I mean, I could try passing us off as magma dragon acolytes.
Let's not lie to the giant dragon.
I could lie to the giant dragon. I mean,
You should lie to the giant dragon.
you guys
Do it.
couldn't, but I could. I could totally do that.
Well, okay, so we're acolytes. What happens when the dragon says that we should stay and tend to its needs forever?
Fuck off!
Well, we need to tell others of its great magnificence, and that is much more important.
I say let's go the route of basically compliments and bribes.
Okay. But if that isn't working, I'm gonna at least put myself off as something like that. I could make it work.
I mean,
We'll start with your way. We'll start with your way first. Okay.
Yeah, no, by all means.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Does everybody feel okay with
to
that?
kind of list out all of the bullshit loot we have. Like I mentioned the huge items, but we have a lot of other more mundane things that we can also throw into this. We have like some +3 chain shirts, a bunch of +2 dex belts, a bunch of +1 weapons, and amulets of natural armor. A bunch of +2 items is we can add to the horde. We don't have much in the way of straight up gold, but we can definitely offer some magic items. And if we want something unique, I can offer up one of my scrolls of reincarnate.
That is something. Yeah. Okay. Does Buffel, do you feel okay with this? Do you have anything to offer as an idea?
What, for bribing?
Or for whatever. This is us spitballing.
I don't really keep many treasures on hand.
All right. Wendell, anything else?
Nothing else at this point. I already gave up my fireball necklaces.
Well, you gave up a little bit.
I mean, he gave up a good portion of it.
Oh, like you gave up the big one, right? You gave up the big important one. Okay. Okay. Well, and I gave up I think we all gave up something for that one. So, except for Fel, but we want Fel to have her.
I'm gonna miss Kersey.
Yes, I'm gonna miss my bow.
Kersey Stabson.
Kersey
Okay.
Stabby.
Okay, if that's it, then yeah. Okay, we're gonna go back.
All right, so like I said, the main items, if we're to start with on the bribing, is the huge items, since those are just kind of impressive to throw into a horde, and we don't get much use out of them. And then we have a lot of magic weapons and armor that we can contribute.
Last
Okay.
thing, do we know the actual name of this dragon?
Yeah, we were given the name.
Irigibel. Or Irigibel. Like a dirigible, I guess.
But original without the
Dirt.
Irigibel.
Without the dirt.
I mean, the accent changes depending on how you pronounce it. But yeah.
Rigabel in the original
Rigabel.
Draconic.
Irigibel.
It's pronounced.
Irigibel. Roll the R.
All right, so since we're being obvious about this, I guess as we get closer, Cassie will say, "Oh, great and magnificent Arigabel, master of fire and lava, great eminence of the horde, we seek an audience with you."
Okay. So you've been climbing up this volcano, seeing different fire creatures that kind of just avoid you. And you go into this this large magma chamber, hundreds of feet wide, with like about 100-foot ceiling. You walked up a set of natural stair. Hold on, I was pressing the wrong button. You
We
didn't
heard
get it?
you.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we heard you.
Oh, maybe I was pressing both. But anyway, okay. So there's been a set of natural stairs engraved into the mountain, and that you've been walking up, and opens up into this large chamber that you see before you. Pretend that there's a lot more crystals around here than you see on the map. Basically, that there's a circular dais topped with an arrangement of stones and crystals that she is kind of wrapped around. And there's the soft orange light of magma peeking through the walls and the floor. And there is what once was tidily stacked coffers and gold. Some have been pushed aside recently. And then you see this dragon. She is curled up around the dais and looking at her glittering orange, red, and yellow crystalline scales. And you guys quickly notice that some is missing, and she is weeping. Why? 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 Hold on, did you say something?
Yes, great and mighty Arigabel. We have come from far, and why to seek an audience with you on a most important matter, and we wish to treat with you.
Unless you can repair these scales, I have no need for mortals at this time. Begone, children.
Okay, so we are seeing that she seems to have.
Does anyone have generate?
I don't
Looking
suppose
at Fel.
it's something that can be repaired with a heal.
That would get a spellcraft and heal check.
I mean, let's discuss what we have. If only we had regenerate, huh?
Oh, hey, regenerate is a 7th level.
Oh, do you have it?
What are my options for re-preparing a slot?
I guess we would have to wait till like the next day, but we could definitely offer it.
Do you have an open slot, or are all of your slots filled?
I generally have my slots filled.
Okay, like if you had an open slot, you could use that to prepare. But if all your slots are filled, then you will have to wait until tomorrow.
We can definitely mention that we're able to cast that and could definitely come back. Maybe.
And then we could just go straight to the other one, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I would say let's stay on the dragon's good side. Use today to travel. Just say, we'll say we would be able to prepare a regenerate spell for you on another day and return here. If you want to entreat with us at that time, we will gladly return at a later time.
Yeah, Cassie says that she with magnificent grandeur and stately acclaim.
Okay, that doesn't even need. Okay, give me a diplomacy check.
I guess Cassie will do the main one, and I'll assist.
Yes.
Yeah, I assisted.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay, 52.
52. Okay.
54, thank you.
54. You're right, 54.
She kind of stops her wailing and perks up. You tiny creatures can cast such a powerful spell.
Yes.
Not right this
But-
moment,
but-
if we can prepare it, we would be able to prepare it on another day.
It will. It is difficult, but for you, your greatness, we absolutely could do such a thing.
Curious, which one of you will do it? She kind of starts waltzing on over.
Phil waves her hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
this is
You already did that. Okay, fine.
Prove to me you can do it, and I might listen to your entreatments right now.
It's like Fel.
As we said,
Cast
those
another
glorious-
spell
cast
similar difficulty.
Yeah, Fel, cast one of your best spells. What would you like us to target it at? I'm pretty sure. Or do you have any good restorative stuff?
Heal is also a level 7 spell. So, well, she said one of similar difficulty.
Just cast.
Heal is often a lower level spell, though.
Yeah, hit like what level 7s do you have available?
Or 8s.
What's
Or 8. Just blow her out of the water.
Seismic Fissure.
Let's not do that in the Dragon Slayer.
Especially with lava all around.
Morning Sun and Reverse Gravity.
You could put reverse gravity on maybe some of the one of these mighty pillars.
Oh, did you ever do a knowledge check on this guy?
Let's do a knowledge check on this guy.
Okay.
Yay!
You can always just do a reverse gravity on him.
Alright, I hit a 22 thanks to heightened awareness.
Okay, you have no idea what these things are. Cassie...
It's actually a 32.
Okay, Cassie is familiar with these. They are a magma dragon. They are immune to fire and vulnerable to cold. They can cast very powerful spells. Her magical prowess is probably about equal to Fel, but it's arcane instead of divine. And they have a fly speed of 200 feet.
Right.
I mean,
you can't hurt it with fire, obviously.
Go ahead and cast the artificial sun.
I'd rather not do that because that actually takes up gold dust.
Oh, okay, yeah, then...
I mean, if you did Fisher, would...
Reverse gravity, you said.
Alright. If you want a demonstration, I can use this on you. It won't hurt, and I know you can get out of this pretty quickly. So she'll cast reverse gravity on the magma dragon.
All right, let me roll a quick fly check.
Cassie, prepare a feather fall just in case things go south.
Yeah, she got it. Oh, wow.
With elegant and beautiful grace that befitting one on stage, as if it were natural, she just flips around, showing, and doesn't not just to show off her flying skills, but the light gleams perfectly off of her scales, shining out a rainbow of 3 colors of yellow, orange, and red across all of you.
I applaud.
A rare spell indeed, typically of one connected to nature. A rare spell indeed, typical of one connected to nature. Very well. You have proven you have the capabilities. I will grant you a moment's listen to my... Sorry. I will grant you a moment's listen to my gracious and grand ears.
You're up, Cassie.
Yeah. Table talk. So we want to use.
Well, I mean, at this point, just
we're
like
asking to use the Nexus to fix it.
we want to just let her know that we want to fix the Nexus, that the energies have been misaligned, and this whole place could come crashing down due to Ironfang Legion shenanigans.
Yep. She says, "Oh, great Erigabel, we humbly wish to fix the Nexus portal over there. It is, it has been misaligned, and will soon result in a cataclysmic event, which will not only affect here but the material plane as well. We wish for your continued existence, as well as those of yours here, as well as our own people's. If we are able to fix this Nexus gate, we can prevent that. And we only wish to be able to allow permission to do that."
Yeah, sure, whatever. If you don't come back with Regenerate, I'll wreak vengeance on you in my own time.
Certainly.
Right.
Let me just give a calculation of. We're on a very tight timetable, unfortunately.
No,
Your
she's
Grace.
letting us do it now.
You're boring me. Get on with it. Just
Yeah,
go and...
I know we're doing that now. I'm talking about we need to go deal with the water nexus, and then we'll come back, and it could be a day or two, but we will certainly return within that time period.
You insult my generous gift. I'm saying you can fix it now. So
no, Rogue, you're misunderstanding. I'm saying that I was giving her the estimation.
Got it.
Expect
Okay.
us to come back to cast the Regenerate, just so she would know when to expect our arrival.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, how wonderful. I love some prompt people. Go ahead, you get to fixing it. So, in the meantime, it is rare I have visitors from so afar. Tell me, how has your time in this plane gone?
Oh, it's been fascinating. We got to meet Zigak of the Seventh Facet. Long may his name be remembered. He was. I was like, checking myself. Whatever. He unfortunately had been overtaken by an immortal ichor that we had to dispel before we could entreat with him. After discussing things with him, he helped us understand the current plight of the Nexuses.
I'm sure he's somewhat impressive. Have you met anything even more impressive than Zigak?
Well, you, of course.
You, obviously.
Oh, me? You don't say. Why, thank you.
There's also Arcturus is here. He's definitely impressive, if difficult to deal with.
Who?
Arcturus Spellblade. He is a well-known individual from the material plane who has reputedly killed a god.
Oh, really?
I've
Yes.
seen him hundreds of times.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear you, Rogue.
Nothing. I nothing. What did Fel say?
She said, "Oh, I've seen him do it 100 times."
100 times, really?
They did a magic or technological thing that recorded the video of it happening that Fel has watched over and over.
Oh,
It's like a play.
I might have to invest in these recordings of myself. So there's been many. This is a vault of many beautiful sights. Tell me, what has been the most impressive and beautiful display of crystals and the like that you have seen?
The ceiling is
I
quite.
was like, you said her lair is really impressive,
Oh,
right?
her lair.
Yeah, there are crystals in here too.
All right. Look, can I do a knowledge nature to see if I can recognize what kind of crystal growths these are?
Certainly.
Don't fuck this one up. Ooh, yeah, that's a 23 plus 19 plus 2. It's a bunch. It's 44, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so in this case, I will say that these might. Okay. You actually notice that a lot of these seem to be uniquely tied to the magma dragon, and believe that her body actually has crystals growing off of them. They don't have an image showing that, but she does have her glittering scales are all actually crystalline, and the crystals around here seem to be originally grown from her scales that she has presumably slowly taken off one at a time and had them regrow over time and use those as a source of all the crystals.
I
So
will.
she's used her own scales as sources for the crystals? Is that what you
Yep.
said?
Yeah, and they're often used as material components to empower different spells or substitute material components for expensive spells that are either related to fire or stone on occasion.
What I'll say then is I'll kind of comment on the impressive, identify the specific kind of crystal growths, and just say these are very impressive. I've never seen insert crystal type of this size and purity before.
Oh, you don't say. It's just a little thing. I do my best. Much better than those those droll crystals outside. I don't know why they like the color green and blue so much. Those vault builders are so odd. It's like, oh, let's make our most important crystals green. Ugh, hideous. I'm just glad that some people appreciate true beauty.
So the ones in here are what color? Red and
Orange, red, and yellow.
oh, great. Yeah. So I think let's see. Cassie will give a brief synopsis of why. Well, no, she already gave. She's going to start telling a story just while Simon does his thing on the Nexus.
Yeah, let Cassie do the whole performance thing.
Yeah, she's going to be telling a story about what there's a group called the Ironfang, and
Or how about compose a song about Irrigible for her right now?
sure, yes, off the top of my head. Well, she will actually perform portions of a song of Nirmathos, of the War of Nirmathos, which she has been writing, and she'll use a major image to spin the story, using the crystals to glint off the light from her illusion. And she will tell of a bunch of people coming together to face this group, and it ends with seeing a large citadel rising into the air, and it was like da 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 ba da 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 da, and shadows of myself and Griff and Burl and Wendell and Fell fighting troops and enemies, and it ends before this thing crashes into the ground, but fades to black, and that's sort of this a grand performance for this dragon, just to sort of show what they're trying to do and what they're up against. It's obviously somewhat fictitious in design, but it's meant to be sort of movie esque, like movie trailer type thing. Anyway, do you want me to roll anything for that?
Yeah, could you roll a performance check, and everybody else roll sense motive?
Okay. Oh damn, that's about as good as it was gonna get.
Low. This is still a 31 from Simon.
Does heightened awareness increase sense motive too? Checking. Nope, just perception. You would think it would also do sense motive, huh?
There's a lot of things that increase sense motive. It's probably not one of them, though. Here we go.
It isn't.
Natural 20.
Damn. Well, Cassie knows what's going on. I hope.
Yeah, so this might be the greatest performance you have seen in your life. But it's not about the dragon, so she doesn't care and is starting to get angry throughout the story. It has not ended yet, though.
Oh.
It's almost like Burl had the right idea.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, Simon, with the 31, Simon will just do a little whisper.
I mean, really, Cassie just needs to show this like heroic moment of this dragon saving everyone by allowing us to fix the Nexus.
Right, and
Simon's distracted by the Nexus. I'll have Burl interrupt here how he wants to.
Oh, a 30. Right.
I mean, Cassie rolled a
right.
52 on the sense motive. She should.
No, that was a performance.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I rolled an 11 on my sense motive.
The dragon's kind of probably just sort of focusing at you. Burl will communicate with Griff, who will do his pantomime to kind of try to tell you, it's like, you need to pump up the dragon. In fact,
Okay.
Burl and Griff are both pantomiming, pump up the dragon. Pump up the dragon.
Okay, so using his mental connection to Griff, he can communicate only to you with Griff's weird pantomime.
Okay.
And you hear that message.
I will add the dragon in the most amazing way possible. Like soaring and doing an amazing like triple Lutz flip, like doing a do a barrel roll, and like physically like crap. What is it? You know how I'm trying to think. In Iron Man, like they like actually lift up. No. Superman. He hits and lifts up. The plummeting, whatever it is, but it's a dragon, and suddenly you see like everybody, everybody look up as the sunlight comes up, and they're in awe of this mighty dragon lifting this thing and preventing it from completely dropping on the ground, and claps and applause and just adulation and a mound of like coins are starting to collect below the dragon, as people, give various gifts and thanks.
Okay, so her rage, her growing rage and mood swing just as quickly swings back the other way and subsides, and she just gives a very loud clap with her wings that has a very strong amount of force. But the life bubble, you don't really feel it due to the life bubble, but she claps with her wings and just goes, "Oh, very good. That's a wonderful ending. You know what? I like you so much. If you can really cast Regenerate, when you come back, I'll let you grab a few of my skills for yourself."
That would
Thank you.
be.
That sounds fantastic.
It's most generous of you.
If I may, what happened to those scales in the first place?
The goblins grabbed it by being all sneaky, I assume.
That's terrible.
I know.
What horrible individuals. We'll absolutely come back and I'm gonna make sure that those scales are regrown.
Thank you, dear. You have been wonderful company.
We aim to please.
And you have been the most gracious and lovely host.
I know. Well, I'll be off then. The sooner you leave, the sooner you can come back and fix that for me.
Yep. I wasn't quite prepared for this, dragon.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this would have been pretty bad if it had gone to an encounter.
I could only imagine on that.
Thank goodness for high diplomacy and
Yeah.
and good sense motive on Burl
A
and
fucking clutch sense motive.
Yeah.
good sense motive.
Yeah. They basically said that, hey, if you don't use every other moment to praise them, they'll attack you anyway.
Yeah,
And they had a tactic that I think might have killed all of you guys,
Oh boy.
depending on how things went.
And you're gonna save it for our return trip, just in case.
Of course.
I'll keep it in mind for other stuff potentially.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, but you did it. You started off with praising her and kowtowing to her as she liked, and then you basically role played it as right as you should, and gave her what she wanted with a regenerate spell, or endlessly pleasing towards her, and so now you have been able to get that. And so, for future reference, the scales can substitute material components for the following spells: Call Construct, Continual Flame, Fire Trap, Force Cage, Non-Detection, Raise Dead,
Oh, that's an important one.
Simulacrum,
That's a very important one.
Stone Skin,
Yoink.
Unbreakable Construct, Wall of Iron. If any of these spells have a duration, they get affected by the Extend spell feat and have their duration doubled.
Wall of Iron.
Yeah. Basically, these can replace material components for those spells. If there is a similar enough spell, talk to me and I might allow it depending on how close it is.
I would assume communal stone skin is close enough to stone skin.
Yes.
Nice.
And you'll get a certain gold piece worth of scales when you get back.
awesome. That's pump up the dragon.
Yeah, that in some way is more useful than the treasure she has, since not a lot of that would really help you guys.
I mean, it looks like it's
Immediately,
just a lot of gold.
There's a few items, but there's nothing in there that will directly help you. Ironically enough, there's a +3 returning boomerang that would have helped Sid.
Huh.
Aww.
I don't know why.
Let me just comment that if you have to put a returning enchantment on a boomerang, you aren't very good at boomerang.
Yeah, right.
You've already failed.
Yeah, I mean, if Sid was still alive, I would have altered it to be
I
better.
think
But
we could call it the cheating boomerang. The
yeah.
charlatan's boomerang.
So yeah, but anyway, good job.
You don't
with
need
that.
to properly boomerang to boomerang that boomerang.
Okay, so it was 38 and then 9 hours of sleep, so 29 hours have doubled to 54.
Okay.
And now,
We need to get over to the other
Yeah,
guy.
that's kind of my we want to give the lake a wide berth because we don't want to go really within a proper line of sight of the Onyx Citadel, but we want to make good time, and this one's definitely going to be tricky.
I feel we can definitely go behind those mountains and be out of sight range.
Yeah, I think west then south is our best bet. Even if it's going to be a bit of travel time, Griff, we're counting on you, buddy.
all right. Okay, so that'll be about 5 hours of travel.
Simon
With
will
us,
say, I have something that can actually take away fatigue for a little bit.
Is there anything else to boost his move speed over long periods of time?
Long periods, no.
I have extend haste,
Okay.
which
Alright.
could do it for
I
like
mean, that's-
for 3 3 and a bit minutes, but
Oh,
not
wow.
really.
Fel uses the Pearl of Power to get back that level 7 slot.
Hey, came in handy.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, Greater Longstrider is already a very generous spell. So
Okay, so 50 feet gets 10 miles per hour and hustling, and so you can get it in 5 hours.
okay, and we'll heal up Griff as we go, and when we get there, we might actually, honestly, that's good time. We can probably deal with this thing today since we didn't have to fight with with Irigel.
Yeah, we could. Now this one we will probably have to fight.
I wonder if it's like pronounced Irigebel, sort of like iridescent.
Well, her full name is Irigibel the Illuminated, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I say let's give ourselves we'll
All the boosts.
we'll get ready and we'll just go in. I'm gonna be using my non-lethal lance, and we're gonna knock this guy out. Knock him the fuck out.
How many more Thunder Behemoths are we avoiding?
Let us see. Let us see.
50.
Don't say that.
Depends on how many times he breaks 90.
You didn't break 90.
You got a 71. We might have an encounter.
Sure. Oh. Okay.
2 belligerent moles.
The Ironfang Legion.
Give me a
Yes,
second to get this ready.
entirety of it.
I hadn't already put Greater Longstrider on Griff, so I'm gonna take that off my list because
It's
he
a
definitely has it
zigzagoo.
Uh,
now. During that time, my freedom of movement is probably expired, but that's fine.
Yeah, this is the first hour, so anything that'll last an hour will still have.
Freedom of movement is like
encounter.
10 minutes per level, and I split it between me and Griff. So
Okay, so yeah, for this encounter, you will still have it up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Isn't barkskin hours per level?
Yeah, bark skin I definitely still have. Same with
Yeah, I
some
still have
others.
barkskin too. That's about it. Although I hadn't really. The only thing I buffed was the fire resist and the barkskin. So
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
What are you throwing at us?
an ancient white dragon.
Oh
Huh.
no.
Hold on a second. Wow. Okay. This one's interesting.
I think I would prefer the Thunder Behemoth. Can we re-roll or?
Just your expression is like
Okay, there's no description here. Let me
goodness
one more second.
gosh. It's the end of times.
Okay. A large towering human with a skin of polished stone and agate eyes. There are 3 of them traveling together.
On the ground?
Yeah. They see you and wave up at you. Ho, travelers!
Okay, I mean, what language is it in? Terran?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, they seem friendly enough for now. Like someone roll it sense motive.
Oh?
Only a 19 this time. I mean, I have no reason. We have no
We're-
reason not to be friendly.
We are perfectly friendly. Nothing's wrong about this encounter at all.
Hang on.
I'm gonna wait till Simon rolls
on.
his sense motive. Thank you. Okay, actually, what should I roll to identify them? Local, planes?
37.
Planes.
All right, so wow, fucking damn it, I hit a 23. Hey, Simon got a 30.
Cassie. Actually,
Simon.
oh yeah. It would only be a 29 because I hadn't had heightened awareness on at this point.
Okay. They seem actually genuinely friendly.
Okay, so there's a 30. That even with the 37 sense motive.
Yep.
Okay, did we identify what they are? Cassie?
Yes. These are what the 29. They are genies.
Oh.
Genies that are tied to the material plane, tied to the plane of Earth.
Okay.
So they have a bit of flesh made of gems, stone, and that kind of thing.
Okay, I mean, if they're genuinely being friendly, I say let's talk with them.
She whispered they're genies, but yeah, she'll communal tongues. She doesn't understand what they're saying.
Okay, so they've greeted us. I will greet them back in Terran, and we will land like close enough, but not like right next to them.
Okay.
Let's say a good like 100 to 150 feet away, because we're riding on Griff. So let's be fair. He needs to land.
You have had a bird's eye view of this land for quite some time. I was wondering if you knew a good camping spot.
Like within what?
Preferably something with lots and lots of gold crystals and loot, and no danger at all, if you could.
Oh, no danger. That changes it. We just came from Irrigible's lair, which meets all of the other requirements you just asked, except for the whole not dangerous part.
Yes, we would rather not stay near a. Yes, we would rather not stay near a dragon if at all possible.
Okay, there's probably some. So let's see.
Did I see anything like what they're asking? At least with like
a survival check or something.
Yeah. Yes, a survival check would be perfect. You guys have been traveling over this area for quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask what I could roll to like see what I may have seen while flying around. What is my survival? It should be pretty high.
Okay, that's Simon's. He has a 23 survival.
Freaking 28.
Okay.
Well, Fel, actually, it would be appropriate for her to have maybe seen crystals better than Burl, so I'll let it slide.
Okay, so let me bit. So there, you've only been getting a bird's eye view of this place, but with Fel, could you also give me a perception check combined with that survival?
I mean, you asked Fel for a perception check. You should have known better.
Well, that's good for you guys.
I know. It's just
Okay. I am going to say that the forests that you have passed by have seemed to be you have found an area, you notice an area of the forest of the littered lands that have been relatively peaceful. You believe there's likely some kind of magic afoot, but it's where you could tell it seemed to be a capricious fae sort of thing. There's lots of whispers and giggling that seem tied to nature itself and nothing malicious. Most of the other places you saw did have something dangerous nearby. Whether it's more of those stupid behemoths or just toxic quicksilver or just just planar energies kind of tearing stuff apart due to the recent instability and earthquakes. But whatever it is, that capricious spirit has seemed to keep that area more stable than the rest of the lands around you.
Well, let's see. There was definitely a peaceful pocket of forest that we passed by that's near some crystals. It's over in this direction, sort of north-northwest. Oh, wait, you don't really have a concept of that.
Oh, yes, there is magnets on this plane as well.
Good. Also, and Fel will point towards like a star formation in the ceiling. He goes, well, if you follow that point of light that I'm describing here, that should point the way.
How lovely. Yes, indeed, quite lovely. I agree. It is good to see fellow friendly travelers. It hardly ever happens at all. Hardly ever happens at all. Hardly ever happens at all. Let me roll something for them real quick.
Is that all three of them saying the same thing, like repeating themselves?
Yep. Okay.
Do they all look exactly the same?
Yep.
that's racist.
Yeah, I mean, all you know what they say. All the planar Earth creatures look the same.
It is
It's
not
hard to tell.
racist. It is I'm asking if they look identical, like identical twins type thing.
Give me a perception check.
This is more what Simon wanted anyway. 35, not bad.
Okay, Cassie. To Cassie, they probably look identical. Simon does notice slight differences. If he had that, they look very similar, but they are in fact different people.
Burl can tell perfectly.
Yeah.
I was more wondering, because thinking perhaps they might be like magical simulacrums of each other or something, but I guess not.
It's one dude with mirror image.
No, it does seem. Yeah, no. So with the 50 perception, yeah, they're just kind of playing up the triplet angle. They're not actually like that. So these folks seem quite trustworthy. Trustworthy indeed. I'd say they're quite trustworthy. A decent spot for camping would be a good break from all the roving we've been doing. All the good roving we've been doing. Quite a good break. These earthquakes have been making it quite difficult. Difficult indeed. A gift. They will approach you and attempt to cast a spell on you guys.
I think I have
Spellcraft check.
I do
Spellcraft
not
check.
have spellcraft. Burl is, it seems that it's fine. I'm just gonna. I'm going to, as long as it doesn't involve like a will save. Like if I don't feel something tugging at my mind, I'll probably let it go.
Most friendly spells you can try to resist, though. Like even Cure Light Wounds has a will save for half.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
that's
just saying.
That's
And
Simon.
these are spell-like abilities. There are no components, so you can tell they're using magic, but there isn't any verbal or semantic components to identify.
I can't identify it.
Nope, it's a spell-like ability, not a spell. So
Hey, let's. I'm gonna just let it ride. Burl's like whatever.
okay, so Burl will allow it. Anybody else? What are the rest of you guys doing?
Burl will tell Griff telepathically that if I start behaving strangely, you know what to do.
That's a good question. Strange people trying to do magic on us. I don't think Cassie or Simon would like that.
Well, that's why Burl's going first.
I know I feel kind of funky with that.
They're feeling a bit too silly. They want to do it on as many simultaneously as possible.
Okay, that 20. Hang on. Did Simon ever sense motive them?
So they'll probably do Fell, Burl, and yes, Simon sense. I think. So. Actually, go ahead and roll. Okay.
28. I've rolled so low recently.
They seem perfectly friendly.
Okay. Well,
they will do. They can only do one person at a time. So they'll probably do Fell and then.
Okay, I'm gonna watch
2 others.
Yeah, let's watch how they do that.
So Fell, Burl, and Griff. Fell, do you allow it?
Yep.
Okay. Being G needs to hit you with Wish Spell.
Oh.
So you can get anything you wish for under the Wish Spell. +1 inherent bonus to any ability, teleport anywhere you want, get back someone from the dead, teleport, undo something misfortune, remove affliction, duplicate any other lower level spell, or like I said, the inherent ability bonus.
You have to pick right now.
If you really want to, I would prefer it to be done shortly, yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just thinking I could definitely. I have an idea of what Burl might do with it. I'm not sure. Oh God.
If you think something crazy, I'm willing to entertain it, yeah.
I might have the sardonic shard teleported into our possession.
Oh.
And immediately slipped into a extra dimensional storage.
Okay.
And I know what Griff's gonna wish for too. I'm sorry I'm gonna waste it, guys. It's
No, go for it. Do whatever you want.
Griff
Man.
is gonna wish for just a giant buffet of grilled meat of all varieties.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Fal, what do you wish for?
Oh, she just wants the most amazing telescope.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry, everyone. It's exactly what Burl would do.
no, I like it. I like it. It generates conflict and helps you guys out in some way. So, yeah, the sardonic shard appears in Burl's hand.
And immediately goes into the handy haversack.
There is just the best buffet you have seen in your life. Before Griff, it is his idea of a buffet, so it's mostly just corpses.
Well, I did say grilled, so they're at least cooked. Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of like the pig on a stick type thing, you know. There's a lot of that. There are some like grilled steaks here and there, but there's like probably like a grilled dragon meat and like something that looks suspiciously like Irabel, Irabel.
I bet there's something that looks suspiciously like Kasaruk too.
Yeah, and Kasaruk that he eats. And Fel has the best telescope she can imagine. This, let me. There should probably be some kind of bonus for these items. I'm going to say Griff for the next 24 hours has a +1 bonus on every roll that he does.
3d20.
Yeah. Or it's a 24-hour thing, so +2 bonus on every d20 roll.
Cool.
And damage roll.
Nice.
Fel. If you use this when preparing your spells under a night sky, you are able to get in one extra slot of any spell that you wish.
Damn.
One extra spell level slot.
Mm-hmm. Actually, 20. Hold on. I'm going to say 6th level or lower. Like, oh, we got quite the hungry friend, hungry friend, hungry friend. And quite the adventurous astrologist. And what did that even do? That one was a bit tough.
That is the key to this vault. I needed to recover it from the person who stole it, and now it has been done so. I thank you so much.
Ooh, a magic is greater than I even knew. And now for the rest of you, and you too.
Yeah, at this point, she'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cassie, Simon, and Wendell.
Yep.
Do I get anything for doing that?
You got the sardonic shard. You're enough.
Oh wait, once the sardonic shard just materializes, Phil goes, "Is that the?"
And we need to have let's all just forget what we just saw, possibly with alcohol or magic if necessary.
Phil immediately casts detect scrying.
I mean, that's why it immediately went into the pouch, because we're going to pretend that it's not, that we didn't just do that.
Okay, so here's what Cassie wants in her innermost being. She wants her.
I'm going to join Griff on the buffet, by the way.
Her illusion or shadow spells to increase in. If it was her shadow magic, wants to increase the realness of them. If it's illusion, she wants the DC to increase, but probably shadow magic.
Okay. Simon.
Simon wants a philosopher's stone. I can cast True Resurrection on someone.
Okay, Wendell. What do you ask for?
I'm trying to figure something out. I'm looking
I
at
can
some
only
sort
imagine
of like.
the chaos you're about to inflict.
Well, I mean, I could do something ridiculous like that, like, I don't know, wishing for the ichor. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going for. Is there like some sort of like godly bow, like a unique bow or something like that? I'm looking through D20 now, and I'm not finding much of anything.
I can. Yeah, let me look up. There are specific magic items, and I know there are bow ones. So hang on.
Yeah.
Magic weapon.
I was just wondering if there's one specifically that Faye would tell legends about.
Here we go. Specific magic weapons: bullet, bolt, bullet, arrow, 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 arrow. A lot of arrows, but that's
Yeah.
lesser. Bullet, medium. There are. I'm looking. I'll let you know if I find anything good.
Okay, I found one that's scaled by price, so let me go to the bottom.
You can get a luck blade.
What about a luck bow?
Yeah, wishing for more wishes. That's totally allowable.
Oh, is that what a luck bow? Oh, you're right.
Yes, that's what it does.
I forgot.
I like that idea. To be frankly honest,
Well,
No.
you could wish
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You could wish for a one wish luck blade to use later.
No, that's still better.
That's not don't do that.
I wish for exactly one wish.
to be used at any point in time that I feel like it.
No, not doing that one. I found a bow, but it lets you cast Wall of Thorns once per day.
Ooh. Well, I mean, ugh.
Let me pull up a couple other. This is just get an idea. Oh, Pistol of the Infinite Sky. Yeah.
How about you can just let him do some enhancements to his current bow?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was gonna do. Actually, I was just looking at some unique ones to get some ideas. It's already +5, so I can't just increase the enhancement bonus.
Yeah.
Wait, but what about it could be like a brilliant bow or whatever that like goes through armor?
Brilliant energy.
I'm not giving a +4 bonus.
Let me see. A brilliant energy, I think, only works to melee weapons too, right?
I wasn't sure.
No, actually, it looks like it's doesn't say.
Brilliant energy is a +4 bonus. I'd give him basically like a +2.
Okay. Well, it's Wendell, so give him an Arctic.
Actually, yeah.
That would work on the hobgoblins.
Yes, that's a good idea. Okay, your bow becomes infused with the power of chaos. Cassie, your shadow spells permanently become 10% more real.
Sweet.
Simon gets nothing because I'm not giving him an artifact.
Okay. Well,
It's a lesser.
It's outside of the realm of the wish.
How about this? He could get a scroll.
He wanted something. His main reason was the main wish was he wanted to be able to revive someone who was
He gets
dead.
a stone that belonged to a philosopher.
How about just wish for a scroll of true resurrection then?
I mean, wish itself can only match a normal resurrection spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
good
fine.
point.
I will say a resurrection scroll though, or that's fully paid for.
Okay.
But that would still need a component of someone's body, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's still doable.
That's doable? Okay.
I mean, as long as you have something.
You can do true resurrection, but it takes 2 wishes.
Okay, just regular resurrection is fine.
I'll say Cassie and Simon working together to bring back their dead. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, right now they're thinking about this thing right now in front of them.
I was a bit surprised it wasn't anything about your mother, to be honest, but
well,
I appreciate it.
I'm just thinking at the moment right now with like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like they're thinking about the immediate moment. If they had time to think of it, yes, they would be thinking about their mother. But I'm just thinking in the moment.
All right. Well, I mean, Burl made his moment of decision, which is gonna fuck me so bad. Oh man.
Yeah.
So what does the infused with chaos do?
You can overcome damage reduction if the damage reduction is lawful aligned, and you do an extra 2d6 on every hit you land against a lawful enemy. So all hobgoblins are pretty much fucked by this bow.
Yeah, it's DR Chaos that you go through.
I mean, look, do you want me to do
Because
it?
DR Chaos... No, one second. DR Chaos means chaos is what you need to break through it. So it's lawful creatures that have it typically, but that's what it is. So basically, it's going to be an extra 2d6 damage if you're fighting a lawful creature like the hobgoblins.
I'm good with that for now.
It's a pretty good effect. Like Burl has holy on that longsword I picked up, and that's the same thing, but it's good aligned.
No, I mean, Girl, this is your choice and how you want to roleplay it out. If you want to change it, I mean, I might let it, but I'm fine with
Okay.
it.
Cassie would still stay with what she thought. Simon, who was more of who was more of a mama's boy, as he would have thought about his mother, and thought if to know for sure where if his mother was alive and where she was is what he would have done if there was just if there was more than a moment. That would be his wish.
Okay. Initially, nothing happens.
Okay, well,
She did.
Put a note on that. Remind
That's
me when night comes.
all right, that's fine.
Okay, and they say, well, we shall be off, we shall be off, we shall be off.
This has been a wonderful encounter. May your travels be safe and pleasant. I say in Terran.
And may your travels be filled with good fortune. Hail Desna. And they sink into the stone.
I was like, oh, hey, isn't
Wow.
PyCon a demigod of Desna?
Yeah, Phil says, yeah, hail this, and then her moth familiar pops up.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so that was my reaction. He kind of said, yeah, there's these just guys who want a good camping spot and they'll richly reward them and they can cast wish on people. So I'm like,
Oh my
oh,
gosh.
sure.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well,
We've never been given that kind of benefit before.
I'm so glad you rolled a 71. But I think Griff had the perfect wish for Griff.
Yep. He sure did.
Griff gets that stay-in feast.
So, and the what Burl told the party is like, that didn't just happen. We don't talk about it.
Didn't just happen. We don't talk about it. Okay.
Yeah, we're off
Talk
to
about what?
the Nexus, right?
Yeah, we need to go deal with the water nexus now.
Yeah. So.
I look forward to the will saves to save against scrying.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, Phil immediately cast Detect Scrying, so we'll know.
How long does that last?
24 hours.
Oh, damn. And, I mean, what I'll say is, it was Spellcast that, I just say, if you feel something, don't say something. Don't say something until it's done.
Oh, okay.
No, I was saying that to Fel. Like, basically, if she detects the scrying, don't say anything. Just let it let it ride, and then we'll talk after the presence is gone. That's what I'm trying to convey.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So you keep on flying. And 5 more hours pass, and you approach the river.
Run into another set of gin.
Oh, hey, Gamma's here.
All right.
All right.
Oh god, if Gamma
Buff
was
up.
with us and he wished for his stuff.
A great hill rises around the bend in this river. Streams of quicksilver flow through the cerulean waters, glittering like diamonds and dappling the grassy hillside with sparkling patterns of light. A circular dais topped with an arrangement of stones and crystals stands at the hill's peak. If you guys could bring your people in.
Where we at?
Yeah, I think we're coming in from the north, right?
Yes.
All right, so we've basically been told that negotiations are pointless here. We're going in guns blazing, or I guess whatever. We're going in bows twanging, and I'm going to try to do at least some damage with this merciful lance. So hopefully we can do this non-lethally. Everyone kind of in agreement?
Alright, this was...
Yeah.
The
Sure.
only note I have here is the name Zark Zorin.
Yep.
What do we know about this guy's abilities?
I think fire, right? No, thunder.
Electricity
Electricity.
is most dangerous.
Okay.
Ability is a very large electrical burst.
Okay, so Simon will give us, because he prepared a second one, resist energy electricity to all of us, as well as
I'm renewing freedom of
Yeah.
movement on me and Griff.
airwalk communal as well.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah, he puts freedom of movement on himself. Cassie puts freedom of movement on herself. He gives himself and Cassie iron skin.
I'm going to just
Heighten
To-
awareness on both of them.
I want to throw this out there, Rogue. The last thing I'm going to do right before we start the combat is I'm going to use a round to cast Divine Power on me and Griff, immediately followed by the Dance of 100 Blades on me and Griff, so that those aren't going to last very long, but that'll be going right as we get things started.
Fel is going to place Fortune on everyone.
Fortune,
Right.
nice.
Fel, could you make me a perception check?
Yeah, she's like the only one.
Okay, 16. Okay, you're about 600 feet away when you see this thing.
Oh, the big guy.
Yep. Yeah, this guy is actually extremely good at being stealthy, but you're Fel, so you're able to see it and adequately help everybody adequately prepare.
Cassie will go ahead and drink the potion of long arms enlarge, so she has a 30-foot area around her that she can hit with her whip.
I think I'm also going to. Let me make sure I have them. I think. Oh wait, no. I should hold on to the potions of heroism. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that.
And could I get a stealth check from everybody?
Oh, I forgot that I had
Cassie,
trained that up on Burl.
37 for Simon.
Griff, what is your stealth? Oh, it's actually it's actually
Oh.
positive. Excellent.
Okay. Well, I got a 45, so I'm going to say he
Oh,
gets
gosh.
a little bit of preparation too.
Okay, that's Berlin Griff.
45 with a 15. Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, looks like we're coming in hot.
Yeah, so this guy, what looks like a hill, starts to stand up.
Do we know anything about what does or doesn't work against him?
You got one piece of useful information, and that was the electricity thing.
Okay.
I will say you got one more piece of information from Ziguk, and his defenses. He is an elemental. Well, you already got that from Pearl. He's an elemental, so he has all the elemental traits. He is also immune to acid.
I was not going to cast Acid Maw, so
Yeah, can you increase Cassie's size, please?
Cast what?
she ate a Mario mushroom.
She drank the enlarged long arms, so you suddenly see her increase in size, and her arms her arms now reach all the way down to her.
Burl will
If she
say,
wanted to.
"Hey Cassie,
Yes,
you look fat."
I do not. I'm big boned, literally. I do not look fat. She suddenly looks very.
Backhand him.
She suddenly looks very self-conscious.
I said you looked fat. I didn't say you are fat.
Backhand him with your Stretch Armstrong arms.
Not
Do it. Do it.
My weight is healthy and appropriate for my size.
Just grabs him a little bit.
Did you eat a little too much of Griff's buffet back there?
You wish you could.
I mean,
like me.
you know, Burl's just kind of messing with you, though.
Yeah, I know. But she is playing along. Anyway. Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Well, gonna blow that plus
I know
4 from.
Ernest.
Yep. Hot damn! It's the time to do it. Basically, as we're like riding in, I guess everyone's still holding on to Griff, but Burl was gonna say, yeah. So just y'all have airwalks, so just let go whenever you feel like it.
Yeah. Simon's probably going to get up as high as he can and just be lobbing things down.
Look forward to that haste, by the way.
Yeah. That's the first thing she's doing.
That's fair enough. Let me move you guys a little bit up.
I say 100 cuts. Is that morale or competence? No, the bardic is competence. I think. Yeah, it's morale from dance.
Plus 42.
Okay, Burl, it is your turn.
All right. Well, when he sees us, we see him. I'm going straight in. All y'all along for the ride can enjoy it. Let me ask you this, Rogue. How many? Because I said I wanted to get Divine Power and Dance of 100 Cuts done going into battle. How much of that do I have them done like right now, or what? Like, rule that for me.
Fel saw you so far away at 600 feet. I'd say you had enough time to do both of that.
To time them appropriately. Okay, so as of this moment, I have 6 rounds of Divine Power left and 7 rounds of, 7 rounds of Dance of 100 Cuts left. So what I'm going to do is swift action to give myself the feat and then do the Inspiring Sword on everyone. So we all have 3 rounds of the +2 Sacred on everything we do. Following that, Griff is just double moving and preparing to charge. We're all on Griff. As I moved him.
Wait, how is Cassie on Griff when enlarged?
Because
I
she
can
has
be-
she's hanging underneath him with
yeah, I can be
really long
hanging
arms.
down. Yeah, I can be hanging down.
Okay, so you're just kind of getting pulled along. Gotcha. Okay.
Remember, everyone has airlock on, so they're kind of letting their feet just drag while they hold on to the ropes.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Wendell, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. How far away?
Okay, so you're still more than one range increment away.
Yeah.
So it's a -2 on all attack rolls.
I mean, we have a lot of buffs going. You could probably just take some regular shots and see what hits.
Yeah. So what all? I know you just put on the sacred. Did we have haste as well?
Cassie's going
Not
to
yet.
cast it.
Not
You could
yet.
delay until after Cassie if you wanted.
That would,
Yeah, I'll go.
yeah, be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll go on ahead and do that. So I'll delay until after Cassie.
Okay. So it's Simon's turn.
I think we
can't hear
lost
you.
him again.
Hello.
It's Simon's turn.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So Simon will swift action. Drink. Get potion to hand. Move action. Drink potion. Outlet of barrier. Standard.
Oh, and I would say everyone as a free action is probably letting go of Griff at this point. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Bomber's Eye. Standard. That's it. Cassie will haste begin her performance. So swift. Let's see, swift action, and then move. She could move forward 30 feet, I suppose.
So we have haste now,
We have haste. We have her bardic inspiration.
and it's +5.
Bardic
now.
is 5, right? Okay.
Yeah. I should probably hang on to Griff again because she'll probably just keep holding on because that's she can only go. Well, actually, she could go now. She could go that far.
Up to you.
She will move actually 60 feet this way. Yeah.
I would say splitting up probably isn't a bad idea since we're dealing with
Yeah.
probably AoEs.
Yeah. She'll move out there. So yeah,
I guess I'm probably also
Yeah.
shouting that we would love to do this peacefully, but please don't attack us. But in Terran, but I'm not expecting much.
All right, Wendell. Unleash the beast, man.
Hello?
Hello,
There you are.
hello.
We can hear you
What
now.
were you saying?
Leave me alone! The guy just yells out, "Leave me alone!" And leave alone. He's not smart enough for a full sentence.
Probably just screams.
Oh yeah.
Leave.
One last thing. A free action. Bring out my whip with my gloves of storing.
All right. So I think initially, because I'm still 105. How far would I have to move to be able to do a full round attack? I don't think I can this turn, can I?
Longbows are 110 feet, so you might be fine, actually.
Yeah, you're fine. You could just 5-foot step to the square that I'm pointing from, and yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
If you
5-foot step forward, and you can actually full round attack without any penalty. Also, don't forget, you do have the far shot feat, which has the -2 penalty. So even if there was a range penalty, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, I'd still rather not have to use it if I don't have to. All right, so this thing does not. So electric's no good.
For future reference, now that you have the chaos thing, you probably want to include the chaos damage in a separate die roll, like a separate double brackets after the normal damage. So that way it's always there, and if it's lawful, I'll apply it, and if not, I won't.
Let me show you Burl's sword roll so you can kind of see it real quick.
Okay.
It doesn't apply here, so don't worry about it. But yeah, something like that.
Okay, you'll have to show me how to do that at some point this week, Daniel.
Okay. It's just like the damage roll. It's just repeating what you did with the hit and the damage.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like how he's got it set up with the hit damage and holy, but that's okay. All right. Let's just go on ahead and do a full round attack.
He gets +2 to attack and damage, right?
Yeah, I've already added that.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, damn.
Roll to confirm.
Twice, right?
Yeah, just do another full round attack thing, and I'll apply the right ones.
2 20s, holy shit.
Okay, so it's a 40 to confirm, and then another 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
That's how Wendell finished
the fight. Do that one more time. Actually, no, that's good enough. No, I do need that one more time.
Okie dokie.
That's amazing. Wendell's the MVP of this game.
That's 23 minus 22.
This is kind of what I was hoping to turn Burl into, but I was trying to do too much with grit.
Oh yeah.
You are Burl. You are great as you are. You are wonderful as you are.
Minus
You're
20.
a buffer. You are
minus 24.
All sorts of good stuff.
Minus 17.
That's why we have a Wendell.
Minus 5. Okay. He is now bloodied. Just barely. After 2 crits. Fel, it's your turn.
Y'all are welcome.
So yeah, this guy's damage reduction, but you have clustered shots, so that doesn't really matter. Wendell just this new bow must be improving his self-confidence or something, but he just goes to town and this thing has arrows.
Well, wait, don't forget he has a +5 to hit and damage.
I'm assuming you included that. I think you did.
I included that except for the last section. I forgot to do that.
Okay.
Is the chaos damage in there?
No, this is a neutral creature.
I do a spin in the air. Way to go, Wendell!
It shouldn't.
Too bad it wasn't lawful.
Arrows shouldn't be able to hurt a mountain, but it somehow does. Just exploding into massive craters as it impacts this creature. He is not happy.
Yeah. You're lucky I didn't throw any exploding arrows in that.
Yeah.
So Phil just floats up, points to the ceiling, and says, "Watch out for falling stars."
And we
Wait, since when do you have level 9 spells? I thought that's next level.
Are these touch attacks? Oh, did you get a crit on a meteor?
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
On 2 meteors?
Yup.
Oh, on 2
Oh my
meteors.
god.
Dang.
Meteor 2 and 4.
Don't kill it!
Oh shit.
I only have like 4 of them in my macro, so
I think this thing's dead.
Breath of life, breath of life!
Kill it.
I mean they're
Okay.
all the same. So
Did you hear my question?
No.
No.
We didn't hear it just
Can't
now
hear
either.
either.
Weird. Okay. How do you have a level 9 spell? I thought that's next level.
I should-
Level 17 should. I mean,
Yeah, she's
that's
a
the sorcerer's
shaman, not
anyway.
a oracle. We're off to check.
Shaman level 17, yeah, and the prestige class doesn't have a level off.
Yep, it's right there. Level 9 at level 17. What's the prestige class again?
I was supposed to level you guys up much later, but I misread the milestone. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Oh, so we should only be 16. Oh, well.
Yeah, you should only be 16.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I like the timing of it better with all the stuff that happened with the War Council.
And, I mean, it's made for some hilarity here.
You would have leveled up right after this fight anyway. Okay, so, okay, so how does Meteor Swarm work? It's if you hit, they take the damage and take a penalty on the saving throw against the fire damage. It misses, it's just, okay.
What was
So-
the Stargazer, I think it was?
It's a ranged touch attack. Okay, so the first one does 3 bludgeoning damage and then 20. Okay, so I need to make 4 reflex saves. Oh, wait. Wait. I need to check something.
Now, if it gets hit by just one meteor, it's a -4 on
Ah.
the save.
Okay, I would like you to make me a caster level check versus its spell resistance. That is a fail.
Oh shoot!
Aw.
Okay.
So all these meters go. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
and
they
he's
come
still-
out of the sky and, like, crash into his head and go, bink.
It's an anime thing where it's like this huge form of meteors, a massive explosions, a huge dust cloud. You can't tell if he's okay or not.
It's like if you were
Yes.
overpowered in Final Fantasy VII and Meteo gets cast in the final boss fight, but you only take like 32 damage.
Yeah, there's a dust cloud. It's like, and the side character's like, "We did it, we won." And then the analytical guy is, "But wait," and then it blows free and he's fine. Okay, it's his turn. He's angry. I would like every
Is caster level check an ability check?
DC 30. So if you had any minor buffs, it doesn't matter.
Oh no, it's
And it's not an ability check; it's separate because it's based on your caster level. Concentration is related to that, but yeah.
Alright, so what are we doing
I
here?
can't use fortune on it.
You what?
I can't use fortune on it.
Okay. All right, so it's his turn. He is angry, and
Wendell.
he pulls together the energy he's gained, and 2 years worth of energy from the ley lines in this location erupts in a single instant. Everything within 300 feet of this creature needs to make a DC 40 reflex save.
Is that all of us?
Fuck.
Oh.
Well, keep in mind we do have haste on, so there's a plus. It's what, +1 on the reflex?
Plus
Or
one.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm definitely using my
Oh,
fiction on
shit!
this.
Oh,
Okay,
you could roll
Cassie,
20s.
Cassie is using her.
Son of a bitch.
Cassie's
Are
using
you
her.
kidding me?
Cassie's using her shield of what is it? Of evasion.
Okay,
To half it.
that improved evasion halves it. I think your shield is just normal evasion, not improved, right?
All right, Rogue,
Just
if it makes you
regular
feel...
evasion, so it should be half, right?
No, improved evasion is half if you fail and nothing if you succeed. Normal evasion, if you fail, it's no change.
Wait, Wendell, I
Oh,
just
fun.
realized something
Okay.
for you. Did you include
Yeah.
the +1 from haste and the +2 from the inspiring sword on your will save?
No, not the 2 or the 1. So I'm right at 40.
You did it.
And Wendell has evasion, right?
Rogue, if it makes you feel any better, I haven't put Burl's animal aspect on, so he's only having the damage. Griff's fine, though.
Yeah. Cassie and oof.
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
improved evasion.
Okay, so we take 42 damage if we failed. Which
Burl
is
takes
most
6
of us.
damage.
Do I take the same as Burl does? 6? Or what
You
is
have improved evasion, right?
Yeah, I do.
No, you have evasion, and you succeeded, so you don't take any damage.
Yeah, and I've got improved evasion too.
Everybody is also affected by the slow spell.
What, even if we succeeded?
Yes. The only way to avoid
hang
it is
on.
taking no.
Slow dispels haste, so we just aren't hasted anymore.
I was getting there, yes. Yeah, so if you take any damage, you are affected by the slow spell.
Griff didn't
So I
take
didn't
any
take any,
damage.
so I'm good.
Yeah. So Wendell and Griff are fine. Burl and the rest of the people who failed are slowed, aka no longer hasted.
Darn, I took some damage. Oh well. Oh well, I'm fine with it, with the hilarity of that double 20.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's
I've had its
amazing.
one burst, and that's all that it gets.
There's still a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I'm just not hasted. I can live with that because
Oh
we're
wait, I
going to
get
be
Well,
charging.
30 off of that.
Yeah, well, it's your turn.
All right, so we'll 5-foot shift so that we have a clear chart. And I'm going to use my swift to put on my animal aspect. We should, with charging, have a good 100 feet because Griff is unaffected. Actually, no, wait, because Greater Longstrider, no, he has 80 feet. He has plenty of charge. Damn. So he can go 160. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're going to do a charge by, hit him, and then fly off 60 feet. All right, let me roll those macros. Hold on. I did. Here we go. Charge Lance. Here we go. All right, Griff has his bonuses on. Okay, so that's our charge by attack. Ignore the. I mean, the bull rush could do something theoretically. No, it's huge. You can only do one size category higher. So we go poof, and then.
Okay, so a couple things. First off,
And keep in mind, this is with the merciful lance, so it's the one on the non-lethal.
Okay, a couple of things. First off, Wendell wasn't even using his favorite enemy, which is gross. Second, He is using his ready to action to bite at you as soon as you come in within 30 feet of him.
Okay, I guess. All right, I guess that's fair. I was just going to mention that my feats do prevent attacks of opportunity, but you said this is a ready to action.
Yep, that electrical burst was just a move action.
Okay, all right, I'm fine. I'm fine. I said what I said.
That's gonna miss Griff, isn't
Yep.
it?
Griff's
Yep.
AC is currently 50.
Yeah, I would have had to roll pretty high.
And
yeah.
if it makes you feel better, freedom of movement is on.
Yep. So that 72 is meaningless.
I mean, that is an impressive grab. Okay, so
Well, it is
did
in the middle of a
Griff's
mountain.
bite, and more particularly Burl's non-lethal stab hit?
Yes, they both hit.
Okay.
So this has 15 DR versus everything. So Griff did 19 damage.
It's just DR, not hardness? Because
DR versus everything, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because he is considered adamantine. But all right, well that's fine. I got a non-lethal hit in. That was Burl's main goal with this attack. And then we go. I guess Simon's along for the ride. We're going to go 60 feet that way.
Yeah, Simon is along for a ride.
So hold on. Does that +4 apply the bull rush thing?
Yeah, that definitely would. Did it actually trigger?
Oh, wait a minute. It would have, but it has a +4 versus bull rush, so you miss by 1.
Okay, I was going to say, and remember, I can only do that against creatures one size category larger than Griff.
Oh, okay, so never mind.
That's just part of the macro, yeah.
So his CMD is 62, so you almost actually tripped him.
Wow, that's hilarious. All right.
Okay, well, he has been hit with a giant non-lethal hit. What is the 7 and 1 thing?
I use the same macro. If it was Goblin Bane, it would use the 7. The 1 is the extra from Merciful instead.
Okay, so one more.
Yep.
Okay, it's Simon's turn.
Okay, Simon's going 5 foot step
held...
closer, and then force bombs 2 only because he's not hasted.
Yeah, Wendell delayed his turn last turn, so he's after Casey now.
And remember, you do have that the Sacred still applies on the 2 hits, so you
okay, add 2 to everything. Just the first 2. This is touch AC. So 37 for 30, 39 for 34, 28 for 36. Did you say it's only attack?
Attack, saves, and skill checks.
Okay, so 39 for 32 and 28 for 34. Because he's not hasted. This is the hasted macro.
He's snoozing after the first one.
Oh. Great.
Well, I'm glad I got the non-lethal hit in, and we succeeded. We did well. We did good. Good job, team. Wendell, stop shooting.
Aww.
I'm going to fly in with Simon and have him do his thing.
Yeah, Cassie's going to stay above him to like whip him in case he wakes up. Non-lethally.
Yep.
Because she can do that with a whip.
And just for fun, I'm going to stand in front of his little red dotted face with arrows drawn ready to blow his face off.
I'm going to detect magic and see if he has any loot on him that's actually worth anything.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, to be fair, I won't take anything if it looks like it's necessary for him to protect, like, this location. What I'm looking for is crap that may have found its way onto him over time that is not necessarily his.
Give me a perception check.
Done a lot better. Could have done worse.
Okay.
34 for Simon.
You do see the remain. Or actually, well, no, yeah, you do see some indication that there was recently a battle against hobgoblins here.
Okay.
Um,
Did
but
they
there
leave
is
any loot?
nothing that hasn't been broken beyond measure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not looking to take anything from this guy. I was looking to see if there's maybe stuff in the area.
Nothing. I mean, there's the Quicksilver. But so yeah, I mean, I guess maybe the actual river itself.
Are you saying this river is made of quicksilver?
Yes, it is actually made of Quicksilver.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't drink the water.
But there's a fun interact. They actually tell you what happens if you drink the water.
Would you like to share with us since we're not dumb enough to do it?
I don't know, Wendell. Do you want to drink any?
Oh, wait, no.
I don't want
Simon is going to do a craft alchemy to figure out what would happen, like what this quicksilver does.
This Quicksilver would permanently drain a random mental ability score if you fail a fort save.
Simon says, do not drink this. This
It is
very bad for you. You'll feel real bad, and you won't be able to think straight.
It also does that if you just contact it by like wading or swimming or something like that.
Good job for communal airwalk.
This creature is obviously immune in some way, but most people would have issues with that. Yeah. So the airwalk does help a lot. Okay, so you had 58 hours left before you left, and so it went down to 53, and with this, it's doubled to 106.
Woo!
Awesome. Great.
So,
Now, is
I
the
guess-
gate far enough away from this guy that he won't like wreck it?
It's on his back.
I was like, it's literally on him.
Okay, so he would have to like.
He could
have
shake
to-
around a lot, and he could, yeah.
He'd have to like roll.
But based on Burrow's knowledge check, he knows that like this creature powers itself with the kind of ley lines that the Nexus is connected to. It's a vital part of his life cycle. He wouldn't hurt it.
Okay. All right. That's okay then.
So you have spent 6 hours today plus the encounters. So maybe about 7 by now.
It's been a productive day for us.
Yes.
What do you think? Should we check back in with the packs?
We have a date with a dragon first.
You need to make sure to rest and regain your.
Yeah,
spells
I would
and-
say the rest of today is traveling towards Irrigible's lair, and tomorrow we will visit her again, and then we will.
Yeah, then we'll
go visit
know
the
what we said
Pex.
we were going to do, while being sure to, give her all the respect due to such a dragon. And then we'll go again. Yeah, exactly what Burl said. Then we'll go against the tower.
Okay. So are you guys going to rest here or travel some up first?
I said we should spend the rest of the day traveling so that we're closer to Irrigible's lair. That's my vote.
Okay.
That
and
sounds
away
okay.
from the guy that just went to sleep.
Rolled
sounds
it.
okay.
Sweet encounter dice.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we don't want him to wake up with us around.
Nope.
No.
Oh gosh, some high numbers there.
We're fighting another thunder behemoth.
You encounter another thunder behemoth and avoid it.
Yeah, extended haste. Get us out of here.
Yeah, the thunder behemoths are basically not a literal joke, but I think it's going to be a running gag in here.
We're just gonna
Yep.
run away. We're not stupid. We're not gonna expend energy on something that would take some energy to defeat.
Yeah, it's all. I love Griffin Airlines. It has really helped this campaign a bunch.
Who knows how that would affect the ecosystem around here?
Exactly.
You encounter another beast called a Groot Slaying. It yells, "I am Groot," has no ranged abilities, and you avoid it the same way.
I shout
I am
back.
Groot.
I shout back. I am Groot. In the Groot language, meaning, "Good day to you, sir. But we are in a rush and must be on our way."
That's right. You better leave.
Dupont, we will do tea later.
I am Groot.
Hey, Mom! I scared off an intruder. I'm sure you
I am
did, son.
Groot.
Very good.
Great. Now maybe if you'd only take out the trash.
Reminds me of a video I saw.
Okay.
It was a rap battle between Groot and Hodor.
Oh gosh. At least one of them had 3 words to work with.
So, okay, so you spend the night. I'm going to need a minute to put something together. I want to make sure it's described right.
And everything goes kablooey. The end.
All right.
If you're talking Rogue,
No, I'm just I just said I need a minute to put this together.
sure.
He is contemplating.
I was not expecting them getting a wish. So this is a lot of information.
Oh right, it's nighttime and they have a thing now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said to tell you at night time about the mother thing.
Yep, that's what he's working on.
So I will need a perception check from Simon to see how much he can see with this. All right.
33. Decent. Still on the low end for him, but you know. At least it broke a 30. Oh gosh, I know what that is.
Yeah, that's go ahead and get a knowledge religion check while you're at it.
Okay. For him? Gosh, okay. I don't think he has one.
Okay.
Let me double check. Knowledge religion for Simon. He doesn't have one. So intelligence check.
Yeah, straight intelligence check.
Okay. That's really good, actually.
Okay. Okay. So first, he gets a weird feeling, a sense of emptiness he didn't realize he had from this wish spell. Suddenly, he feels like it was working this whole time, but just not getting anything and stuck in a loop. Then something happens, or starts happening. First thing he does, he hears a voice. He hears Sydney tell someone bye. A door slams, and just a sigh. And then he sees the mask of Norgerber appear in front of him and get taken off by Hilkal Balatam. Getting sick and tired of so many assassinations. And more paperwork. Okay. And he feels an identity switch over from someone who wasn't his mother to someone who is. And then a desk filled with all kinds of new paperwork, mostly involving renewing all the deals with Mothun. And she gets to work, and it ends.
Oh.
That seems like a good place to end the night.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Goodness. So, okay. So, knows Hikal Bellatum paperwork. So she's somehow involved with. Okay. That's cool. Okay. All right. Good place to end there.
Yep.
You know, after we go, after we regenerate the dragon scales, we, with that pearl of power, you can I can get that back, and then we can go straight to the tower if we want to.
We're gonna meet up with everyone.
Right, we're gonna meet up with everyone, of course, because Arcturus wants to get in on that too. And if anything, he'll at least be a distraction, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, Phil is going to want to use commune tonight, but I'm trying to figure out what questions I want to ask.
We can do that next week.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just working on the list.
Okay.
I'm looking. I'm worried, but at the same time, hopeful that I'll be able to do something about having gotten the Sardonic Shard and not gloriously fuck this up somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you know from what Cassie said that she'll support you in any way.
Yeah, it's just a matter. It really is a matter of whether or not he suspects that Burl did it, or if he's even noticed yet.
Yeah, just don't say anything, and
Yeah.
and she'll say anything that needs to be said. She'll say.
I'm Burl's literally not going to talk about it at all. Like, as far as Burl is concerned, it has never happened, and will only be mentioned if he has a moment alone, literally alone with Zigguck, to just hand it over and be done with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of. How would Fel feel about having her memory altered?
She already doesn't have the best memory right now.
Burl would love to have his memory altered of the fact that he did it.
I could do that, actually.
He would tell Griff, it's like, all right, Griff, I have. He's like telepathically, I have the rock, the big shiny rock. I'm going to have Cassie erase my memory, and I want you to remember that I have it.
I could actually erase people's memories of the event if they agree to it.
I mean, that is a brilliant ploy. Like, have everyone except the Bluff Master and Griff remember it.
Yeah, I could literally do that before we go to bed, even. So we'll have fresh spells in the morning. Yeah.
I mean, this is next level deception. So I feel like everyone should be on board for it.
Yeah, I mean, we'd ask her. You can't, you know. I mean, I wouldn't let. I wouldn't do it without people agreeing to do it, but you know.
Green to what? I don't remember anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Well, no, you're not as much of a like you. I wouldn't feel as bad about you, but like Fel, I would definitely want to, talk about erasing that from her memory because she could,
Easily say something unintentionally.
Easily blab.
Exactly. So, and then you just because, you're not as good as a bluffer. I wouldn't feel as bad about Wendell, honestly. But yeah, you too. You need to have.
Yeah, I've got a good bluff.
Alterations.
This is a brilliant plan, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. But yeah. Good stuff. All right, guys. Good.
I mean,
good
this is a good idea, right, Rogue?
I mean, it's a pretty good idea.
That is a brilliant idea.
Yeah. So, were we operating as level 17s and you thought we were 16?
Yes. It's supposed to, like, you're supposed to be level 17 now, but like I said, I feel better with how it all happened anyway.
I think it was hilarious. Like,
I mean, it wouldn't have made too much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, we solved 2 of these encounters diplomatically, and ultimately the spell failed. So yeah, it didn't.
Yeah,
really
no,
change
it didn't really matter. It was just fun. I was reading like, oh wait, that's a different place than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like mechanically, we pretty much did the same thing we would have done at level 16.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm not bothered by it. I just it was just funny that I forgot that.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. Good session. We managed to get through all 3 of them in one session. That was really good.
Yep. Good role play. Good rolls.
Yeah, and now you have 4.5 days to take care of things.
Yeah, I mean, we did good. I really am hoping that it's almost a red herring, that conversation we had with Crag Crusher, because that's a lot to have on our plates.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell us. It's just I'm really hoping that there's not something else that we're going to have to deal with after all the Ironfang bullshit.
Yeah. Oh crap!
There's always something else. There's always something else.
Something I'm not sure if I ever mentioned, but I think would have come up in the course of that story. When he was talking about them being seen as gods, he would have been like, well, the Vault Keepers aren't really gods, but the Vault Builders definitely are.
Okay, I would have loved to have known the difference there then.
Okay.
Because
Maybe we
like
can get back on that next session.
yeah, I mean,
it seemed to be that like their idea of a god was someone who like a supernaturally powerful being who was currently involved in the day to day of what's happening now, like much more so than the gods of Galarian.
Hmm.
Like it, I'm gonna put on my GM hat for a little bit.
I guess my question would be the difference between the builders and the keepers, and if there's some difference between the Xeomorns that currently exist and the ones that built the vault. If Crag Crusher knows that, that'd be great information.
That would be something I think would be worthwhile just as a conversation next week.
Yeah,
He's a druid, so he could just do like tree stride to see how you guys are doing. You know,
I would love to have that conversation in character. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that he just kind of tree strides around there to check things out and comes across you guys, so we can do that.
Right. I mean, it sounds like something that, like, honestly, there are not creatures, but personages in.
They're what?
Cut off, Goro.
Yeah, I don't hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So the idea of a divine gate being a construct that most deities stay on the outside of, they cannot go through. They cannot specifically control, all the day-to-day activities of the mortals, but the way they were describing these gods, it seems like some sort of creatures or personages that are inside the divine gate, perhaps, who have more power and can control more things.
That is definitely true. In
Yeah.
some way. I don't really want to say any more until we can talk
Yeah,
about
don't say
it.
anymore. This is just me. This is just me putting on my GM cap, just thinking outside because all the lore about the divine gate and how it's something that was put in place by the gods so they couldn't interact with the mortals on a daily basis. That it limited their power, and so this sounds like some sort of being that is not outside it, that can interact with mortals more easily. Perhaps, who knows? Anyway, next week.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna think about how to stuff with Simon follow up on too, because I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't expecting that wish, but that's what would have happened.
I mean, you weren't expecting the wish thing in general, so there were a lot of curveballs thrown at you. You had the one with Simon, and you have the bullshit I pulled as Burl.
Yep, that really changes things. But I'm happy though. Like, as much as it throws things for a loop, it makes things more interesting.
I mean, it's the one thing that like saves Burl so much effort and like the kind of crafty wheeling dealing that just is not in his nature. So it was a real good. Yep, nope, just give me this.
Hey, you're a good man. It was really good.
Yeah, that was fun. You guys also did really good as well. That was a lot of fun with the role play and all the clever decisions and everything. So, thank you for a wonderful session.
Yes, thank you. And that is the end of the recording.
That is end. Okay.
Y'all have a good evening.
You too.
See ya.
Evening.